All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be having our very first episode of our D&D campaign. We are currently using the Pathfinder system. Um, we are going to be playing a campaign I have created myself called Avalir Ascending. It is a congratulations, Bell, on first. Congratulations, Wonderbread, on second. It is a fantasy world, uh, semi-high fantasy. There is here. Actually, it would probably help if I just go over to. That's not it. Pathfinder. There we go. Where's my little? There he is. We're already. So let's see here. So this is the nation of Avalir. It is a very diverse landscape. That's own tiny little continent. Um, a lot of where we just started. Recently, there have been events across Avalir that have caused the king, who resides in Feldar, to announce uh, a gathering of sorts, or encouraging people to sign up with the Adventurers Guild, so that he may handpick some individuals to form teams to go investigate some islands that have appeared above Avalir. Um, they're not represented on this map yet, but they will eventually. I do have a separate map for that. Um, but basically, a tear appeared in the sky, and a handful of islands have been floating above Avalir that no one knows anything about. And a king has called upon some adventurers to go forward and investigate them. Um, and actually, I should probably invite our players. Our players are currently on a cruise ship making their way over to Feldar, as they had been summoned by the king as some of the few who were selected to investigate these islands. And they are currently traveling to get some information from the king on what they are going to be doing. And we have our players here today. We have Bam TNT.
Oh, why am I first? Hi.
We have Trick.
Hello.
We have Natsumi, who seems to be muted for a moment. And we have Wonderbread.
Hi.
That's
We are.
probably still getting drinks.
Oh, were they stepping out to get drinks?
They're getting water.
Drinkies and snackies.
Belle and Ari are here as well, but they are currently just kind of hanging out in chat, listening to the campaign. But yes, everyone is here, and I guess we can wait for a moment for Nat to get back.
Yeah.
We could start with here. We can start with introductions. We'll see if Nat gets back in time.
What?
Oh, hey, you're here. Hello.
Yeah, no, I had I grabbed snacking.
Okay. I wasn't sure how long you were going to be. I was tempted to start introductions of characters and then have you last. So, to paint the scene, you are all currently traveling on a ship heading towards the port of Feldar. Many of you have been summoned there from different backgrounds. All of you have a unique set of skills that the king has seen something in you to where he has decided to summon you at Feldar, so that you all can investigate the islands that have appeared above Avalir. Not much is known about them. All that is known is that they suddenly appeared in the sky. An intense magic was created, and the sky was torn open, and these islands appeared from them. Let's see. So on the ship, there is it's a rather large ship, lots of cargo, lots of it's a normal transport ship. And you see kind of at the helm a man step up just past the wheel. He goes, "All right, you lot, listen up. You are divided into groups, and I'll be reading them out to you now. If you hear your group's name, or if you hear your name according to the group, please get together." And he starts walking down the helm of the ship, and he says, "All right, first up, Swifty." And Nat, if you would like to describe your character as she approaches the captain.
So Swifty is a 5554. I don't know how to properly pronounce the race.
Oh, here, I
Like,
can. Let's see here.
is it just Venara or
Vanara, yes.
Venara? Okay, you're just like a pretty average height Venara with kind of like light chestnut fur. Kind of decked out in just like typical adventure wear. Got like a pretty yeah. I don't really have much to go on with the outfit except for just regular adventure wear. Like a tunic, little kind of over the shoulder pouch.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to let people know what a Vanera is?
A Venera is a think like Sun Wukong,
Yeah.
like a humanoid monkey.
That would be
Like
yeah.
that.
That's pretty
Like the
accurate,
easiest
actually.
description to go off of. Yeah, just think of Sun Wukong.
So imagine a character Sun Wukong with leather vests and belts, backpack over their shoulder with some adventuring gear in it.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. And then after you kind of step up to the captain, he goes, "All right, next up, Isaac Howler."
Present, and Isaac will take off the hood of his cloak, showing off his beautiful short white hair with a black streak going through it as he walks over to stand next to Swifty. He is wearing a loose kind of tunic that has golden flower patterns embroidered into the fabric, and his cloak gives peek to a little purple jacket underneath that as he stands next to Swifty and adjusts the sling that holds a weapon across his back. He is a human.
And as Isaac steps forward, the captain looks him up and down and turns back to his paper and goes, "All right, next up, Jocelyn."
It's Jesselyn. So Jesselyn is an elven woman, pale, almost ivory-like skin, in terms of the coloration. The brightest blue eyes that could rival the sky. Black hair down in curls, and she's kind of how would I describe what she is wearing? She has freckles as well. She's got an off-shoulder top, dark trousers, and a belt that's got her coin purse and rapier. But one of the most important things is what is strapped to her back. She's got a violin. She loves this violin, and in some ways you could see that the violin is better cared for than most people she's met. She's got black fingerless gloves on her hands. And she's kind of looking at the man who's calling up the names for the groups and is going, "Oh, you could do better than that," and just goes to stand right next to Swifty. So if Isaac's on one side, she's on the other side of Swifty.
Okay. And as the captain kind of embarrassing, he embarrasses himself, and I apologize. I did not mean to mispronounce your name. Anyway,
There are many other things you could do.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
There are many other things you could do, darling.
Oh, I see. Anyway, Stoweg?
Oh, hi, my name's Stovag. Sorry. I know it's a W, but it's pronounced like a V.
Ah, I see. And if you would like to describe your character.
So, Stovag is a 5'10" human that has a dragon tail. So, he's kind of a mixed race. Wearing very weird, kind of Alice in Wonderland type garb. I'm like sitting here, just like, I have nothing else to go on here.
There.
He's just weird.
He's
I literally wrote my
definitely
physical clothes like an hour ago, bro. You got it. It's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, same. I only just thought about like what they were wearing. It's like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And as you kind of see Stoveg step up, he's definitely, abnormally dressed. He's got a big tail coming out from back behind, which you do know that depending on which dragon that individuals come from, they can show more human features than dragon as a draconoid. Depending on the potency of the blood and how much they have mixed in with them. So as you all kind of group up, the captain kind of, so when we get to port, you're going to be staying at the Helltop Inn, where you're going to be staying for the night before you report to the king tomorrow. You're going to meet up with your contact. He'll meet you in front of the, fuck, God, I can't fucking English. You'll be meeting up with Geralt Grist, who will be escorting you into the king's room, and he'll meet you in the courtyard out in front of the castle. And he will then kind of step off to the other groups and kind of put them in their little adventuring parties. And if you guys want to maybe introduce yourselves to each other.
So we all got dragged onto this boat together, huh?
Yep.
Before we do that, Paladin, it's not letting me into my character sheet.
Wait, is it not?
No.
Uh-oh.
It's not.
Oh no.
It's not letting me into it.
Now I forgot the password.
No,
That's
I
like the
have
Star
the
Wars.
password. It's typed in. It's
Is it not? Is none of the... Here, let me...
it's not working. It worked like a few days ago when I came to check things, but now it's not letting me in.
recently clear your cookies?
Nope.
Okay. So you didn't make my mistake.
Just in case there's the GM ID.
Mm-hmm.
Double check here for the password.
Everything's the same.
What?
Just a little bit of scuffed. Don't worry, people. Of course, it's
Starting it
me.
off right.
You
I'll
know,
take the fall for this one.
It's always how session 0 goes.
If scheduling is not a problem for a group, it's technical difficulties.
Yep. Oh, I just popped my
Yeah,
elbows.
try...
Scuff just loves me, okay?
try
If
that as
there's
the
a problem,
password.
it's gotta be me, okay? Please work. Or I'm going to yeet something off of a cliff. Spelling words.
Yeah, and then I had to update the password That
Also, when you said the name of the inn, was it Hilltop or Helltop?
Helltop.
I'm in. Okay, thank you.
Helltop? Okay.
Yes, Helltop Inn.
Hell-
Wait,
Helltop.
since you
Inn.
changed the password, do I have to update it now?
You can try. I don't think you should have to because once you're connected, I believe that's it.
Okay.
Well, considering I was. Oh no,
I just did it just
I
in
don't
case.
know.
Let me do that new one. Just in case it ends up causing complications.
Yep.
Now I've made it an everyone problem. Let's go. I would like to take props for derailing the session already. Let's go.
We haven't even gotten into the plot, and you're derailing things. What is
We're
We're still
why?
on the ship. We barely made it past the first cutscene.
Let's go. Listen. This is the beta version, okay? There's going to be
Oh
bugs.
my god.
Oh my lord.
Look, we can't just all immediately smash the monster in the head, okay?
Exactly.
And you see as Swifty prolongs the expedition, they no clip through the floor and fall out of the world.
Walking down the ship, Swifty trips, falls, and it's just a lane on the floor of the dock.
Do you know like the Gary's Mod ragdoll physics when they get stuck in a wall?
Oh my god.
That's what Swifty starts to do.
Swifty just has her head and an arm stuck in the wall of the ship. It's like, guys, need a little bit of help, please, would be appreciated. I don't know how I did this. It just happened.
All right, so is everyone signed in? They can see their character sheets, all that good stuff?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, so if you all wanted to talk amongst yourselves maybe for a minute or two.
Wow.
We are quite the colorful bunch, I would guess.
Diverse, too.
Yeah.
What exactly does the king want with you lot?
He just like shrugs. It's like, no.
Well, I just signed a piece of paper.
And that was all.
Yeah.
There's like a flash of just panic on Isaac's face before it cools off.
Wait, you got a piece of paper?
Yeah, there was a sign-in sheet in the town before you get on the ship.
Oh. I was just told to get on board.
Oh,
Nothing new for me.
Just come here, get on.
I'm pretty sure I was recruited for my lovely social skills.
I could tell by how you stopped this entire ship in its tracks over a mispronunciation.
God damn it.
Listen,
I think we shall all get along lovely, and I shall go back to wherever I was sitting before I got called up.
He seems nice.
I just pull out a twig from my bag real quick and just start munching on it. You know, good for the teeth.
Is that a branch of an elderwood?
Maybe. Oh no, I just picked it up.
And as you are discussing about the various twigs and the health benefits for your teeth, you begin to come up upon the port of Feldar. And let me pull up the map here. Sadly, I cannot make it look fancy and pretty like Ares.
Aw, it's so cute. I love it.
Aww.
I do not
That is
have the
amazing.
premium tools, so I
Someone
had
needs to get out the Hot Wheels, okay? We can play this. It's gotta work.
Oh my god, yes, please.
I am immediately taken back to elementary school, like the mats you would find in a preschool classroom.
Yes!
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said the Hot Wheels.
No,
I
you
love
gotta
it.
get the army men. You got the little army men. You can walk around.
Yeah, I'm using Incarnate, which I don't have all the tools that you do for map building because I'm not premium.
Imagine.
It was a struggle to figure out how to make like the town map as opposed to the big country ones.
Improvements on improvements. We're all learning.
Uh,
At least it's
Also,
not
when
stick
in doubt-
figures.
Also, when in doubt, theater of the mind.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. So as you pull up into the ports for the city, you notice one big main roadway that is filled to the brim with what can only be described as tourist merchants. People calling out how they have the latest and greatest medication that will cure any wrinkles and blemishes that you may have, or a new invention that's guaranteed to take away your back pain in a matter of hours of using their magical device. And it is just a massive aisle of merchants and stores in what can only be described as a chaotic bazaar. You do know that this tends to be the case because a lot of people that reside here are nobles and, upper middle class. So it's understandable that people will be looking to make a quick buck for some items that they're attempting to sell. And as you pull into port, you are told that you have to, again, go to the Helltop Inn, and you will spend the night there and meet Geralt in the morning. So as you all sort of shuffle off down the way and merchants are trying to pull your attention and ask you to buy things, there's a gentleman that grabs your shoulder and goes, "You, sir, you seem to be of good coin. I have a magical item that is guaranteed to make your eyes perfect. You'll no longer need glasses or any sort of vision aid, and it's guaranteed to let you see in the dark."
Believe me, my sir, my eyes are perfectly fine. There's a small tinge of red around my iris as I look and walk away.
He's kind of like taken back and, "Oh, okay," and he will continue to kind of shout what he is buying as he is slightly startled.
I put my hood back up and I just keep walking towards the inn, just trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible without being dragged into any more of this squabble.
And as you all make your way to Helltop Inn, you open up the front door and you see a very well kept inn. Has a main bar in the middle with a couple different tables and booths around the side, and then up and on the left would be where the rooms are that you would stay for the night. So it's a tavern and inn combo. And you see there's an half-orc lady who is currently cleaning some beer bottles before the rush hour starts. And she goes, "Oh, hello. Are you the adventurers that are meeting with the king tomorrow?"
That we are.
"Ah, okay. One moment, let me get my father. He'll show you to your rooms." And she kind of darts back towards the back of the room, and you hear these large, thudded footsteps. And an orc man kind of pushes through the door with a loud slam. And he steps forward in front of all of you and kind of looks you up and down and goes, "You lot here for the rooms?
Yes, sir.
Right this way." And he'll pick up a bunch of extra sheets and stuff in a single arm and just start lugging it up the stairway. And he shows you to...
He seems nice.
A real charmer.
And you can kind of see as he brings you to each of your rooms, he just kind of tosses the sheets onto your beds and, make sure they're made and leaves you to each of your own devices for the night. And he says, all right, don't cause any trouble. I'm giving you this here rent-free. King's paying for it.
My sir. One question, however. Do you have any ale that I may bring up to my room, or is that exclusively down to the tavern levels?
You paying for it?
Absolutely, if it is fine quality.
Oh, you're one of them fancy boys, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
I'll see what I got. Might have something in the back. And he'll, storm down. He seems, you get the sense that he's a little agitated that you're all there. He's not agitated at you. It's more of just the...
We're taking up space in his business. I understand.
Correct. And you can either turn in or hang out at the bar if you would like. But he returns with a bottle of champagne for you, Isaac. And it's funny because as he comes up, he's very he's almost forced to wear a cloth over his arm and present it to you as if he were a butler. And you get a sense that this isn't normally his MO, but it's most likely what you can assume to be his daughter downstairs asked him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "This good?" And he just shows you the brand, and it's a more expensive bottle of wine. It will probably run you like 1 or 2 gold pieces, but it's a higher end.
That is fantastic, my good sir, and I shall hand him 3 gold pieces and take the wine. Champagne.
All right, and he takes the gold and bites it for a moment just to make sure it's real, and puts it in his pocket and continues on his way. And you can kind of hear from down the hall his daughter go, "You did wonderful, father. You did such a good job." And he goes, "Can it?" Keeps walking. Just, I ain't doing that ever again.
Hallway?
Yeah, it's all one hallway.
Well, are they all still outside their doors, or are they all in their rooms?
I'd be standing in an open doorway.
Yeah, I'd say we'd all will also be peeking my head out.
I'm just sitting here absolutely baffled by what's going on here.
Well, I propose we all have a drink in celebration for our newfound interest in this expedition.
Go ahead.
That sounds interesting.
Swifty just waddles over. Booze.
Fantastic. I will return to my room, leaving the door open for more of a private place to just exist and drink some champagne before we turn in.
Mm-hmm.
Champagne.
Champagne.
And as you all begin to turn in for the night, you can kind of start to hear that the tavern's picking up and people are starting to get rowdy. And you all rest and have your nice sleep for the night, so you're well rested for tomorrow. And soon the doves and the crows, Jesus Christ, the God, what's the fucking word?
Rooster shows up in all
Rooster.
of your rooms as a
Male chicken.
I almost said chicken. I was like, wait, no.
Here comes the
bird with the red hat.
The bird with the red hat. So you all awake and kind of gather your things and start to head out. And on your way out, the half-work lady, she goes, come again. You're free to stay anytime. We will try to keep rooms for you while you're here. And you all kind of leave, and you kind of see her father eyeing all of you.
Did we get their names?
You did not.
Nope.
I feel
Well,
like I would have gotten their names before leaving.
Okay. So the female half orc, her name is Stella, and her father's name is Greg.
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 Greg!
I'm writing this down. I like that name.
He's a wonderful man.
Bye, nice lady. Bye, big, scary, nice man.
As you say that, he kind of like Greg looks at you and kind of chuckles a little bit.
Love that. Swifty's making friends.
I'll have to try the food next time we come by.
All right. So as all of you kind of head out, turn onto the main pathway, and start walking up towards the castle, you are met with a gentleman who seems to be in his, late 40s, early 50s. He's got an eye patch over one eye and in full plate mail. You see him walk up and go, "The name's Geralt. I'm assuming you're the group that's assigned to me today?"
That we are.
All right. And he will kind of shuffle around in his bag and pull out a sheet of paper for you all. All right, we're going to be going to see the king. We have a bit of an itinerary, I guess. I don't know why this is the case. It's a little stupid if you ask me. But we're going to be going in, and we're going to give you a bit of a rundown on what's been going on lately. And he kind of adjusts his plate mail a little bit, and he'll kind of let you all know. And please be on your best behavior. And he'll start to walk towards the doors.
I have no other behavior, my sir.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that. Or, I'm sorry, if I had a gold coin for every time I heard that.
Dollar.
What are these things called dollars?
God damn it.
Sand dollars.
Paper for currency? Oh, it's blasphemous thought.
Preposterous.
No, you see, the paper is backed by what's called the gold standard. So for every bill that's printed.
I feel like
Oh
we'll
my.
lose this value.
Oh god. Anyway. As you kind of go into the big doors that open up at the front of the castle, there's a long hallway, and you see there's a lot of like royals kind of moving around quickly and seem to be in a bit of a tizzy around the castle. People bumping into other people. You're halfway down the hall, and suddenly a man bumps into a woman, and all of her books spill all over the hallway. Just general chaos at the recent events that have happened, which is understandable for this kingdom. So
Continue.
Oh, okay. So Geralt kind of takes all you guys, and he says, "I'll be keeping an eye on you lot while I'm here. Please behave." And without further ado, His Majesty, and he opens up the door, kind of exasperated. You don't know much about him, but you get the sense that he may not have the best relationship with the king, with how he is announcing him. And you can kind of see in a throne in the middle of this grand throne room, you see a young man about 26. He's a human, and he's got a bunch of other nobles around him speaking with him. And one that seems to stand out from all the others is what seems to be an elf. She is very... You think she's on the older side of being an elf, because elves normally live, a couple hundred years, and she seems to be maybe reaching towards the end of that. And as you all kind of enter in, and you seem to be the last group arriving this morning. And the king kind of looks over all of you and says, all right, well, now that you're all here, I believe it is time that we got down to business a little bit. And he grabs some papers from one of his advisors, and seems to be an elf means not an elf. Not an elf suspicious. So he kind of flips through these papers and goes, all right, so I'm sure as you are all aware, recently there's been some islands that have appeared above Avalir. This is a bit concerning for us, as we don't know much about it or what threat they hold. But we are hiring you all to see if you can gather some additional information for us. As he kind of flips through a couple different papers and goes, firstly, some things that we do know about the islands. First, you can't get up there by normal means. We've tried flying ships, people that have wings have tried, and no matter how far they seem to fly, they can never get close enough to it. So we believe there is some form of magic around these islands that's preventing normal means of transport from reaching them. We don't know how to access the islands yet, but there are reports of some mysterious buildings landing around Avalir. We are sending you out so that you can go investigate them and potentially come up with an idea of what may get us up there. It's the only thread that we have at this time. If you could go out and research some of them, we do know of a couple locations that these devices seem to have landed, but we cannot exactly pinpoint them. So your first task will most likely be go and explore these areas and see what you can find. And he flips through more paperwork, and Vasira the elf kind of leans over and goes, my liege, you haven't yet even introduced yourself. He goes, oh, right. Eric Felden. Anyway, I'm sure you all know me at this point. And he just kind of like a...
Assume so, seeing as he's the king. I would assume so, seeing as he is the king.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Seeing as he is the king, he figured you guys would know his name, but for formality's sake, he did say that his name was Eric Felden. And you do know that the Felden name has ruled over... sorry, brain fart here. The Felden household has ruled over Feldar as their kings for many, many years. And he kind of says, and this here is my advisor, Vasira Klein. She has been with my household for many years, helping me rule over Feldar. And she kind of stands up straight and bows to all of you and goes, it is wonderful to meet you. And
How delightful.
as they continue to flip through paperwork and try to find anything else that may be of use, Geralt, who's kind of been off on the side with some of the other nobles, raises his voice a little bit and goes, my liege, you do know that the Adventurers Guild can also handle some other tasks if needed. And Eric shoots a glance over at Geralt and goes, and I hope you understand that this is not something for the Adventurers Guild, but for the Kingdom of Avalir. And Geralt kind of shuts up after that and kind of makes his way out of the throne room. And Eric goes, I apologize. Not that I have anything wrong with Adventurers Guilds, but they don't exactly have a say in what goes on in kingdoms. This is an issue for Avalir and Avalir alone, and we will not be accepting outside work or outside help. And
You're doing great, babe.
I'm trying, dude. I'm
Just fight
anxious
over
as
it.
fuck.
I know you are. I can hear
Yeah,
it.
you
You're
take
doing
your
You
great.
can
time.
do
You take your
this.
time.
You can do this.
I'm
You're
just
doing
letting you
great.
absorbing
You
all the
got
information
this.
I'm getting right now. Okay.
Okay. All right. So as you all are kind of briefed of what is going on, he opens up, or he hands you all a map that has a couple markings on it for. Oops. Where is it? Duh. So the first marking that you have. Can you take a deep breath? Okay. So he hands you all a map, each of the continent of Avalir, and there are 3 markings on it. One is a red X over the Melmire. The other is a red X over. Sorry, double checking notes. The second is a marking over the shifting dunes, and the third is a marking off to the right of the plains of Palea.
So the Melmire, the
Melmire was the
shifting
closest.
shifting dunes, and what was the third one?
The plains of Palea.
I'm getting the art app out for this shit. I'm making these markings.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do the same.
Gosh, repeat the third one more time. I am sorry, I am the note taker.
It's okay.
To the left of the plains, you said?
Or, I'm sorry, to the right of the plains of Palea.
To the right. So big X over the.
So it's the X
Melmire.
is like to the right of Haven Ward.
Haven Lord to the right?
Yeah, to the right of Haven Ward would be where you would put another X.
Oh, that is. I can change the brush size later. And shifting dunes. Okay.
Yep. And after he kind of hands you all the maps, and as you can see, we can't pinpoint the exact location, but these are where reports have been heard of strange black rocks descending from the sky. Where they are specifically, we don't know. We just know their general location. I'm sure if you were to go to the local cities and towns, you may be able to get more information from there. But other than that, we don't have much else to go off of, which is why we are recruiting some additional help.
But this
Forgive
is
me,
better
my
than
lord.
nothing, so don't sell yourself short, Your Highness.
Forgive me, my lord, for sounding brash, but if I am to understand this correctly, you made us take a ship here so you could tell us to go look at rocks. Is that what I'm understanding?
Rocks are pretty.
And he kind of like clears his throat a little bit. I understand your concerns, but we don't know if they're rocks. They are. All we know is that they came from the Sky Islands. Whether or not they are rocks or monoliths or some sort of new resource, we still would like to investigate them. I understand your concerns, but right now we are attempting to gather as much information as we can. And we do not exactly have the manpower right now to do so.
Depending on where it landed in the Melmire, you might need a dive team.
I suppose we should just have to deal with that whenever it comes up.
Yeah.
And after he kind of hears that, he goes, yes, if you do need additional assistance or something is outside of your capabilities, I'm sure if you were to send us a letter or give us some additional information, I'm sure we can arrange some additional help. And while he is talking, Visira kind of leans over and begins to whisper something into his ear. And he kind of sits up straight again and goes, and it appears something seems to have come up. Visira, continue speaking with them, and I will be back later. And he kind of stands up quickly and begins to head out of the throne room, going back behind one of the doors on the side. And Visira kind of stands before all of you all, or stands before you all. And I apologize about the king's scatterbrain. He has a lot going on, as you can see. This is quite the event, and we are not sure whether we must prepare to defend ourselves or if this is something that can be exploited for resources or something along those lines. For those of you that are heading out to go investigate, we will each assign you a location to go to. You lot, and she gestures over to you all, you will be going to the Melmire to search for the stone. If you need any additional help or, questions, if you refer over to Geralt, he should be able to help you. And she then goes to the other groups, and the first group she talks to seems to be a bit more experienced in adventuring. They seem to be more of a
tight-knit group.
Yeah, tight-knit group. Like, they've obviously been on some missions together, and there's a gentleman with an axe across his back that seems to be more of a hill giant. And she goes, and you all will be going to the plains of Pelia. There are creatures that are a little more dangerous there, so I trust that your experience will help you in this. And General goes, yep, sounds about right. That's what we expected. And they all turn and begin to leave. And the last group, they're a very odd bunch. One of them being a dark elf in appearance. There's a hooded figure, and the last one is a he is a excuse me. He is a catfolk with a very dangerous looking weapon across his back, which, Isaac, you will recognize as a potential invention. Something that has been modified greatly. And it looks like a morning star with the ball in the middle is like a ball of lightning rather than steel. And she goes, and given your repetitive adventures that you all have done in your great service to Avalir, you will be exploring the shifting dunes. And the hooded figure that you can't really, well, unless someone just wanted to make a perception check for me.
I would love to.
Perception? I'll just whoever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. No, screw it. I'll go. Why not?
Where's my perception?
Yeah, where is
19.
perception?
What is my? Oh wait, hold on. What do I roll
It's
for
it's
perception?
up with it's above your
It's under your
acrobatics
plus.
arcana.
Yeah.
Okay, it's different. I got it. Thanks.
You said perception, correct?
Yes.
That is 25.
Jesus.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Motherfucker, you better
The
just tell
rolls are
whole
coming
story.
in. The rolls are in beginning.
Wow, first roll of the
21.
day.
21 total.
All right, so you all can see, past the hood as hard as he's trying to, hide his face. But it is a human, and he has some black tattoos across his face that seem to be magic in nature. So that these are tattoos that might have a little extra stitched into them. Is what I will describe. And you get a sense that they've all have been through their very tough battles.
They've seen some shit.
Yes, they've seen some shit. And he kind of rolls his eyes and goes, "Great, back there again." And they all kind of turn around and begin to leave. And finally, you all are kind of left standing in the throne room, and Geralt kind of comes up behind all of you and goes, "All right, well, that's it for now. We can leave, I guess." And he just kind of starts walking out. And he says, "I do run the Adventurers Guild here in Feldar. If you ever have any questions or issues, you can come find me there. As far as I am concerned, though, you are free to go at this point." Geralt the Witcher. No.
Do you not escort us on our entire journey, or is it just through the city?
It's just through the city. He's like, he kind of looks all of you up and down and goes, "With all due respect, there is a lot to do around here, and we can't exactly babysit." And he will kind of gesture around just the general chaos going on in the throne room and the hallway and everything.
Right, I could see on how that would be a problem. Well, thank you for your services, sir. I know I, for one, am ready to just get this over with. I know not of my companions.
And he does.
So you're telling me I took a boat all the way here just to go back home?
See, that's what I'm saying. And then he says that we could send him a letter. The audacity of insinuating that he could not just send us one himself.
Can we send it by fish?
I like fish.
And Geralt kind of clears his throat. "You must understand, this is more of a formality, meeting face to face with who you are working with, and if we are going to be hiring your services, because if you do complete your tasks, you will be rewarded handsomely. Why am I? God, I'm fucking up voices."
Don't worry, I am too.
You need to understand that this is more of a formality thing. These face-to-face meetings are normal when the kingdom is hiring people. If it were my choice, I would have sent you a letter telling you what you had to do and what you would be paid afterwards, but as you clearly heard, the Adventurers Guild is not to have any sort of hand in this investigation. And he adjusts his gear a little bit, and he will say, "Understand, I understand the Adventurers Guild is everywhere across the world and is seen of more as a mercenary group, but we still try to help when we can." And he will kind of start to walk you guys out towards the front. I don't know how much longer you lot are staying in Feldar, but if you would like, you can always swing by the Adventurers Guild and I can introduce you to some people that may help you along your way. We will be in touch. And he begins to walk off down one of the streets while you guys are now in front of the castle.
So it's either go back to the inn, talk to Greg, or go make new friends.
I like making new friends.
We can make
And-
new friends.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with making new friends.
I cannot believe I got called to go look at rocks in a swamp.
And as you say that, you all
Oh.
are bumped or kind of pushed through by a man, or what you assume is a man, dashing across all of you. And you hear from behind you, "Oh, Oh no, please, someone! My purse! He stole my purse! And you see as this hooded, cloaked figure begins dashing down one of the local alleyways.
Chase time.
Chase?
Chase.
Chase?
time.
Chase?
Chase?
All right,
Let's
Chase.
see what we can do.
All right.
Woo!
So as you all begin to chase him and turn the corner in the alleyway, you see the hooded figure kind of turn around and look at you all, and you notice it's a goblin who is currently hunched over, looking through the insides of the purse. He goes, "Ah, crap. Well, time to make my getaway." And he will, all of you make a wisdom saving throw.
A will save?
A will save?
Oh, yeah, it would be will. Yep.
You will? Where's... Oh, that.
So okay. You've
24.
got it.
Jesus.
I have no good dice.
23.
Fuck. I don't know what
18.
why did I think that this was immediately like a D&D Beyond sheet? I need to actually use dice. I'm not used to actually using dice, guys.
You can click the dice that are next to him and it'll roll a digital one.
And
Yeah, there's like
I-
a little at the bottom. So you can-
honestly, that's gonna overwhelm me more than anything else. I can
Fair enough.
So, Isaac, what did you roll?
24, I believe.
24, okay. And Nat, what did you get?
23.
23. And Stoeg?
18.
Okay. And Wonder Bread?
9.
9? Okay. So, as he kind of picks up something from his pocket and goes, "Smoke bomb!" and throws it on the ground, Stoeg and Wonder Bread, you naturally like turn away from it, thinking that it's about to explode and of smoke everywhere as he begins taking off. But Isaac and Swifty, you saw right through it. He just threw down a couple ball bearings and gears, and he is attempting to run away with the guise of him using a smoke bomb. So you both immediately take off after him. So you get a bit of a head start against him. And it is about halfway, or when they are reaching towards the end of that alleyway, when Stoeg and Wonder Bread kind of turn around and realize that they've been made a fool.
I like how you don't call me by my character name. You keep calling me Wonder Bread.
I know, I'm sorry.
We've been duped.
It's because we haven't changed our Discord names yet.
I
Do that
know.
after the session.
Jocelyn and
Jesselyn.
Jesselyn. Sorry, Jesselyn.
How long is this gonna take me?
I'm like sitting here, so I'm not even
like this
correcting
bit.
him
This is a
because
good bit.
I understand the confusion.
It's a great bit.
Edit server profile.
So Jesselyn and Stoeg, you will have a late start behind them. So we will start the chase sequence now. So Swifty and Isaac, you are short behind his tail. Is there anything you want to try while he is running away from you?
Like how far away would you say like he is in front of us?
He is a good 30, 35 feet. And he is about 60 from Jesselyn and Stoeg.
Okay.
Is
Are
he
we
like a shark goblin, or is he like an average sized kind of?
He's tall for a goblin, but he's shorter than a normal human. So he would be small character size.
Got it. Are we still in like in the alley, or are we more out in the open?
You are reaching towards the end of the alley at this point. So just before he kind of comes out onto a main street.
Shit.
Can I take the rope out of my backpack and see if I can hook it around to like just his body in general, like make a lasso, like quickly while we're running?
It will take you around, but sure, you can do that. So you can throw it next round.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay. You're going to prepare a lasso.
Mhm.
Swifty, any idea what you want to do, or are you just going to try to sprint after him? Full tilt.
Full fucking tilt, man.
All right. So, what about Stowegg and Jesselyn?
Hmm.
I feel like we have no choice but to kind of speed up, don't we?
Yeah.
Swifty's
Okay.
going full fucking feral on this shit.
All right. So, as you lot all sprint after this hooded goblin, you burst out onto the main street, and he begins to knock over various stands and crates to get in your guys' way while you were chasing after him. Swifty and Isaac, go ahead and make me dexterity saving throws. Or I'm sorry, acrobatics.
Fortitude or reflex? Okay.
Acrobatics checks. Or you could use athletics. Acrobatics or athletics. I'm sorry.
19.
They're both the same fucking thing for me. So
Okay.
that is
19 acrobatics.
24.
Okay. So you both managed to kind of jump through and weave through all the boxes and the crates and the stands, and you are able to maintain your distance with him as he tried to create some space by knocking a bunch of stuff over. And now behind you, Stowegg and Jesselyn is now caught up with you.
Okay.
Did I finish making the lasso?
Yes.
I don't know what a turn is yet, so
The chase sequence are a little different. It's like each round you decide what to do, and the individual has some actions that he can use based off of what other people do.
okay.
So, for instance, because Swifty sprinted after him, he was able to cause a distraction or put stuff in the way, essentially.
How far away would you say Stovag and I are?
You are now caught up with Isaac and Swifty, so I would say you both are about 25 to 30 feet away from the goblin.
My speed is 30 feet, so I you know what's useful in situations like this? A slingshot. I've got a slingshot and sling bullets.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready it and try to go for the goblin's knees, because if his back to us, or is he in
Yes.
front of us?
Okay. Yeah, he's in front of you guys, but his back is to you. He's trying to run away from you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for somewhere on the leg, like somewhere along the legs, to try to get him to buckle and fall.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Okay. Okay, I need to. What is my thing with? Where is it? There it is. Okay, it's a plus. Okay, okay. I found it. I just gotta actually do the thing now. 23.
Okay, that hits. Now roll me some damage.
Okay, that is a d6. Three. It's just straight dice damage.
Yep.
3.
Okay. As you pull back the sling and shoot one of the sling bullets at him, you hit him in the back of the leg, and he kind of staggers a little bit and shit, and keeps trying to move. And he will, in response, all right, fine, now I'm not playing games anymore. And he throws a bunch of ball bearings all over the floor at you guys. So make me some reflex saves.
Okay.
Boy.
Okay. This.
Oh, that's an even higher number. Yay!
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Plus
23.
8.
Uh,
22.
19.
I ate shit.
So,
What'd you get, Trick?
I got an 8.
oh,
Oh no.
so
Wait, do you trip over your own tail?
Maybe.
So as you all are chasing after the goblin, you see Stoeg begin to slip and roll on all of the ball bearings and eventually trip over his own tail as he face plants in the middle of the roadway, and he is now out of this chase sequence.
Can I just sit
Aw.
there picking up the ball bearings? It's like, I'll just save this for later.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You can add
It's
some.
scene
You
from
can add some ball
robots, just them running around on the ball bearings.
We,
Yeah.
we can use it as ammo later.
You can now pick up the ball bearings and add them to your inventory if you would like.
How many ball
Can I
bearings
try
are we
and-
talking?
Oh, it just like a pouch of ball bearings, so probably like 30. Like they're not very
Okay.
big, they're just tiny little ball bearings. They're more like the size of marbles more than anything.
Tripped over marbles.
Yep.
Hey,
And
it happens.
as you all are running, he begins to cut down another alleyway and he begins to attempt to climb over a wall that is separating the alleyway.
Climb, you say?
Mm-hmm. And he is now about halfway over the wall by the time you guys turn down the alley and begin chasing after him. And
Can I try and lasso him now?
Isaac first. Yeah.
yeah, you can try lasso him. Go for it.
What do I need to roll for that?
Roll me. I'm gonna say it's acrobatics. So roll me an acrobatics check.
Yoki dokie. How's a 21 sound?
I do not believe that hits, or that does not pass the skill check.
Ooh, okay. enough.
He is going to just narrowly escape the lasso. Because you rolled the what, 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, the DC would have been 25 for that. I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay, no, that's good.
That's a lot.
And he dips out of the way and proceeds to keep running. So now, if you all would like to attempt to climb the wall, give me either an acrobatics or athletics check.
You think I'm not gonna climb this fucking wall?
Okay.
I'm gonna hop up that
Aw,
shit.
there we go. I'm disappointed. I got a 7. So I only
Aw.
have a 9 in
What's the
acrobatics. I'm just
Okay, hold
bummed my
on.
thing didn't work. The dice are
Hold
bad now.
on.
It's
Hold
fine.
on. Okay. Acrobatics, you said?
Or athletics, it's your choice.
Well, hold on. Let me do mental math.
Mental math.
21.
23.
Okay.
21.
So both of you managed to climb over the wall very easily, just up and over, and Isaac is struggling to climb above a wall, and is now out of this chase.
We were in the first alley.
At this point, I feel like Swifty is just like on all fours now. Just
Oh
fucking
yeah, like
booking it.
full on monkey running.
Yeah.
All right. So as he kind of turns around and sees that you are both still chasing him, he goes, "This ain't worth it anymore," and tosses the coin purse off to the side of the alleyway. Do you go
How far
after
away?
it?
How far away? How far away are we from where he? How far away are we from him that we tossed it?
You guys were getting pretty close. I would say he was about 10, 15 feet before he tossed it.
Okay. I
What?
do you want to try to catch it? Or is it
Like,
worth it?
I feel like one of us could still go after him, you know? Like one grabs the purse and the other goes for him. You get what I'm
Okay. I think I could go. I can try to go after him because I feel like you might be better with trying to get the bag, like try to catch the bag before it falls to the ground, like before it falls too far.
Yeah, okay. If you're confident enough to go get him, I'll grab
Oh,
the purse.
oh, honey, don't threaten me with a good time.
He's basically what he's doing is he's like throwing the purse off to the side in the alleyway, like he's dumping evidence, sort of thing. Is what he's trying to do.
I'm gonna keep at him and just. Well, that's just rude, leaving the party. I thought we were having fun. Biting words.
Oh shit! Okay.
God dang it! I was gonna see if I could like grab the wrap the purse with my tail and continue on, but I can't.
Let's see. Wait, is biting words a spell?
It is.
Is that in your spell thingy?
Yeah.
Is it equipped?
Yeah.
Unless
you're looking at an older sheet.
I might be.
Okay.
Because I see guidance, infectious enthusiasm, haunting him.
The nothing with my cantrips changed. But do you need me to read off what it does?
Yes, if you could.
You entwine magic with your voice, causing your taunts and jibes to physically harm your enemies. You can attack with your words once when you finish casting the spell, and can repeat the attack once on each of your subsequent turns by taking a single action, which has the attack, concentrate, and linguistic traits.
Oh shit!
After my third attack total, the spell ends.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make me a spell attack roll.
Okay, that's a plus 7. Oh my god, that's a crit.
Oh my god.
The only way I know is because the D20 I used, it's my yeet fuck die.
Okay.
And it says yeet.
Vicious Mockery of Pathfinder Edition. Yeah. I could. There's a couple different ones that do different things.
So when I attack with biting words, it's within 30 feet, 2d6 sonic damage if I hit, or double damage on a critical hit. Am I gonna kill this guy just by saying it's rude that he left the party?
I don't know. Roll for damage.
Maybe I should have shot him.
My
so wait, okay, so
because he already took 3, right?
Hmm?
He already took 3 from your slingshot, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
is he just dead?
I will say I'm not doing it to kill.
Oh, now.
Now you're
I'm not doing it to kill. I'm doing it to like rattle this guy and knock him out if possible.
Mm-hmm.
So are we doing double dice or just double damage?
So spells are double damage, attacks are double dice.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So just roll the 2d6 and double?
Yep. Roll your 2d6 and double.
Okay, let's see. D6 number 1 is a 1. D6 number 2 is a 4. So 5, 10 total.
Oh my god. So, all right. So as you kind of use your magic to enchant your words into a force that pushes down the alleyway, there's something about this one that just feels different. And as you let it go, the alleyway is filled with a sonic magic that knocks this goblin off of his feet and kind of makes him do a backflip for a moment before absolutely face planting and scraping all the way down the alleyway. And it's a pretty brutal hit. And he turns and goes, "I'm sorry, I yield. Don't kill me." And he surrenders, and you complete the chase. Congratulations. And Nat, you want to know what was inside the purse?
What was inside the purse?
It was empty.
Fuck all.
It was empty. He took the coins and tossed the purse.
Yeah. Like, I could imagine just Swifty looking at the purse, just like looking at the empty. You know what? You know how cats kind of like try and put their face into like a cup or something? Like Swifty's just like trying to do that with the purse, trying to like see like, what's in it. It's just
the
like
fuck?
you just hear a muffled fuck.
Goodness.
I'm
But-
just gonna is Swifty close enough that I can that I see what Swifty's looking for.
Make me a perception check.
You just
over
see,
the wall
you just see
yet?
a small little monkey just sitting in the alley with a purse on her face.
Oh my god, it's another nat 20.
Oh yeah. Okay, so as you kind of look behind you, you can see that Swifty is sticking their face in a purse, and they look very disappointed.
I'm gonna look at the goblin on the ground. Where's the coin?
Here, it's all I have. Please. And he will give you the 7 gold coins that he stole out of that lady's purse.
All right. I'll saunter back over to Swifty, drop the 7 coins into the purse, and go, we should find the boys.
And as you kind of say this, you see a couple of guards kind of chasing down you. They're chasing you down in the alleyway after seeing the commotion that took place in the main street with all the stands and everything. And first young man, he's very young, like maybe 20, 16, something like that. He goes, is there a problem here? What's with all the commotion?
Swifty,
just-
like, oh no, you go.
I'll just gently push the goblin forward, or did he run away?
Did you tie him up or anything?
You just
Nope.
took your bag and walked back to Swifty.
Okay, I mean, here, let me give me an
How mentally
intimidation
fucked
check.
is this goblin that
Give
he
me-
wanted
Yeah,
to
how
leave?
mentally screwed up is this goblin to just stay there? Like, is he like shivering in the corner of
Give
the
me-
alley?
Is he cowering because I yelled at him?
Give me an intimidation check. We'll see.
Is he sad? Is he sad hamstering right now? Like, what's going on?
Wait. Intimidation, you said?
Yes, intimidation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 6 total.
Oh, he's gone. He
Fucking
noped out the
ouch.
first second he had.
Okay.
And these guards kind of look you up and down, and
Nothing to worry about, gents. The business is handled. Go about your own.
We saved a lady's purse. And Swifty like holds up the purse. It's like, we got it.
and they kind of exchange looks with each other and looks back at you both and goes, "Uh-huh. So you're saying a lady had her purse taken and you so happen to have it?"
We got it back. There's a funny green man that had it. We took it back.
Uh-huh. Roll me a diplomacy check with disadvantage. Swifty. Swifty specifically. Unless
Can I say that me like having interjected in that and like a little bit of that conversation helps, so it's just a straight check.
yes, I will allow that. Diplomacy straight check.
There is also
Oh, so
aid
it's-
as a reaction.
Oh, that's true.
So what am I rolling?
Diplomacy.
It's just a straight roll.
Okay. A straight roll. And what's that?
You-
Nat 20.
Fuck.
Hey, Paladin,
Goddamn.
remember that Nat
Oh.
1 in the other campaign? You remember that one? You remember that bud?
Damn it! I wanted to arrest you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't arrest you can't arrest the funny monkey bitch.
All right. Well, the two kind of exchange. the two kind of exchange looks with each other, and they go, "All right, well, you could at least come down to the station, and we can file a report with it."
We'll need
lots-
to we'll need to find our 2 companions. They couldn't keep up with the chase.
Fair enough, and they will walk you. They'll walk with you both towards your companions. You find Isaac struggling
Just
to get
coming
over
over
a
the
brick
wall.
wall.
He's
Um,
just got it over the
starting to
wall.
swing his first leg over.
I was about to ask, like, after I tripped and fell and picked up the ball bearings, could I have just gone to look for the old lady?
Yeah, you could have. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I went to go find the old lady to bring her to like be like, let's go put in a report.
Okay.
We go
Um,
over to the
Wait,
station,
Isaac-
and you're just sitting outside with your bag of ball bearings and the nice old lady.
So wait, Isaac just made it over the wall.
he's
I make it over the
like,
wall and I go and I smack onto the ground and I pick myself back up, fix my hair, and go. Did you seem to catch him?
And you like freeze as we're surrounded by guards.
I think this is not a good time to know you.
Darling, we took care of the problem. Don't you worry, Lord Ling.
We got it.
and as the guards kind of escort you all back towards the station, you find Stoic there with a little old lady who's being very nice and sweet, and she goes, "Oh, you're such a dearie, coming to check on me," and like pinching his cheeks and pulling it back, and she goes,
I'm just sitting there munching on a cookie that she gave me.
yes, yes, okay, so you have a bag of goodies with you that on the bag it says Nana Grist's Bakery across the front of the bag, and it is filled with muffins and cookies and croissants. And
Just piss and boots to this town, guys. I don't know what else to tell you.
and
Guys, you should try these croissants. They're so good.
and she kind of runs over to you all and goes, "Oh, dearies, are you okay? You didn't get hurt chasing after my purse, did you?"
It was no problem at all, ma'am.
Oh, bless
Here you
your
go,
hearts.
nice lady.
And when you
And-
put the money back in her hand, she's like shocked for a moment that you got it back for her. And she goes, "Oh, thank you. Oh, this was my shop's rent for this month. Oh, you have no idea how much you've helped me here." And you realize that the station that you're going to file this report, above the top of the building, it says Adventurers Guild.
Wow. Fuck.
And as you all start to go in to file the report and this little old lady is walking with you, you see Geralt inside. He goes, "Oh, mother, are you okay? What happened? What brings you here today?" And she goes, "Oh, Sonny, these nice young adventurers, they helped me. They got me my purse back."
Hi,
And-
Mr. Man from the castle.
And he looks at all of you in disbelief, and he's just, "You helped her. Thank you." God damn it, his voice again. "Thank you all kindly. I appreciate you very much. Nana, is everything okay? You weren't hurt? Like, what happened?" And she begins to kind of tell him of what happened and how there was a man that bumped into her and stole her purse, and you all chased after her, and you all begin filling out your reports, and the guards take you up to a front desk looking area, but it's very unique as you see a bunch of papers magically floating around and sorting themselves into special boxes. You have a lizard folk who's in front of this, or who's behind the desk, and his two eyes are flickering in different directions as he's like stamping paperwork and pushing it off to be filed and stamping another one, to where he is like processing a bunch of information with how fast his eyes are jittering. And
Man's in the Matrix.
yeah, he's like full on invested in his work. His arms are moving really fast, and he's stamping things and pushing off the paper off the desk, which then magically floats into the proper sorting box. And he uses one of his eyes to look at your group and go, "Can I help you?" And the guards next to him go, "They need to file a police report." He goes, "Nah, have them wait." And he keeps filing. and finally they go, "They can file it now if that's okay." And he looks up and goes, "Fine, fill these out." And he waves his hand, and a couple forms flutter down in front of each of you with a pen. And it says police report at the top of it.
It's been 30 minutes, and we've already gotten to have to do paperwork, baby. Let's go!
Yay,
Small green
paper!
man made me trip over ball bearings. I got free cookie.
That's your
I'll
police report.
I will. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Write out a
I'm-
very truthful police report that omits me fucking up a wall.
uh,
Give me a second.
a detailed account and a
on.
detailed account.
Mhm. In Swifty.
Come
I
back
think
to
they're
me.
actually typing it out. They're
No,
writing it out right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
So as you all are kind of filing your paperwork, Geralt comes down from upstairs, and Nana, he goes, "All right, Nana, go home. I'll meet you at home soon. Stay safe." And he looks over to one of the guards and goes, "Would you please take her home? She's had a long day." And the guard walks out with her and everything, and Geralt turns to you all and goes, "All right, well, time to file your police report, I guess. I'll be handling this one, Dave." And the lizard folk shoots one of his eyes over to Geralt and goes, "Yeah, just leave it on my desk when you're done." And he brings you all up into his office and sits you all down and sits down at his desk and goes, "Well, I told you to behave yourselves, and this is the first thing that you do."
We behave.
Now, to be fair, I was only chasing to make sure those two did behave. I could have done far worse to that problem.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't climb a wall.
Do you know the extent that the goblin was left in? As he kind of looks over to Jesselyn.
Unfortunately, no. As I was giving back the gold putting the gold back in the purse,
Mm-hmm. So
whatever I said scared him off.
So you wouldn't know anything about a bleeding unconscious goblin an inch from his life.
Look, if it's really that important to make things right, I've got some ways to soothe.
And he just begins to cackle and laugh, and he goes, "Oh, I knew I'd like you bunch. He's fine. He's been treated in the medical ward. He'll be serving some time. This isn't his first offense." He goes, "And we made sure to throw the book at him, considering he went after Nana Grist." And he kind of flips through his his book, and he pulls up the list of charges that is being brought against the goblin, and it's it's everything.
So, what is it like the scrolled up parchment is just like shaken out, and it goes on
Rolls down a little
to the
bit.
floor.
Yes, all the way to the door.
Nah, but it's a pretty hefty set of charges, but it also seems super petty too. Like, he's also being charged with things like disturbing the peace,
vandalism.
Yeah, just throwing anything and everything at him, endangering other people, just you know.
Decent exposure for bleeding out in an alleyway.
Exactly.
And also
Running with his
a
shoes
slight on
untied.
a slight on a baker. How dare he?
Yep. And this goblin's gonna be locked away for a long time. And by that it's like a couple months.
Hey, that can be a long time.
Yeah.
Well, an inch from his life. What did y'all do to him? I thought you were gonna just lasso him.
That was my original plan, but I lost
All I
sight of the other two.
All I said it was
bag.
rude. All I said it was rude of him to leave.
And
And I guess there's a lot more power in my words.
And Geralt kind of laughs and goes, I knew I'd like all of you. All right, well, since you're here, I may as well show you around while I finish this report. And he like signs off on the report and starts to walk out of his office with you all. I know the guild isn't supposed to get involved with the kingdom's matters, but we are open for business if you ever need some additional services. And he kind of takes you down one of the side wings from the front desk and sets the report on for Dave. And Dave goes, put it in the box next time. And he like keeps filtering the pamphlets. He goes, don't mind him. That there's Dave. He handles all of our paperwork and guild quests. And he tends to get buried in paperwork. And Dave from down the hall goes, you don't even know the half of it. And he then takes you down this wing of the Adventurers Guild, and it kind of opens up into a magical strip mall, for a lack of better terms. So there's a couple different levels. There's different shops within these. There's
Starbucks.
There's a Build-A-Golem. There's a Moonbucks. There's
Moonbucks.
Wait, build a golem? Can we build one?
And there's a there's an ice cream shop called Basket Crows.
Yes.
Instead of Baskin Robbins.
Oh my god.
Anyway, in all seriousness, though, I've had paperwork fall out of my ass while on breaks. Dave the secretary. I fucking love that.
Paladin,
And-
my report is in my little character tag.
I gotta see. Oh my god.
Enjoy Swifty's
worry
way of
about
writing.
Oh my god, that's fucking beautiful. If you want to post that, I would fucking. Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Alright, hang on, I'm gonna put it. I'll put it in the VC.
Let me save image. Save as
Oh,
report.
fuck. No.
Love
Let
that.
me hang on.
I'd like
Let
to
me
remind
just-
you all that Swifty used to work with mail and letters and still writes like this.
I love this though.
Fucking
I love this.
You're welcome.
Saw a nice old lady screaming help, chased little green man who took lady bag, threw stuff, he wall climb, got bag, no shiny in lady's bag. We got shiny back. Nice old lady gave me cookie. We see man from castle again.
I love this.
Goodness.
Oh, I fucking love that. Thank you for that, Matt.
That's
You're
great.
so welcome.
Oh my god. 10 out of 10 report. Holy shit. Alright, anyway. So as you're kind of taken down to these different shops, Geralt stops you at the first little area, and it seems to be a blacksmith shop. They are currently, you hear the tinking of hammers and the heat coming from the forges. And you hear two very faint voices in the background. Then Garrow comes out to the front desk and, I need water.
Sippy time.
Okay. And Garrow comes out to the front desk and kind of bangs on the countertop and goes, "Girls, you have some guests." And you hear a bunch of like scuffling in the background and clanging of metal, and someone bursts out through the door and goes, "It's been a long time since we've had some guests." And you see a young dwarf girl. She has some armor pieces on and, leather strapped with a tool belt. And she goes, "Firma, come out here. We have some guests." And you hear a bunch of clunking, and this heftier, strong dwarf woman comes out and goes, "Firma, I have a lot of work to do. I can't keep doing this." And she goes, and Tara, she goes, "Oh, nonsense." Tara, yeah. She goes, "Oh, nonsense. It wouldn't kill you to get out of the back room every once in a while. I know you want me to be the friend of the store, but it does you good to get some social action." And they both kind of look at you and they go, "Hello, we are Tara and Firma. We run the guild's blacksmith. If you need any equipment forged or repaired, we are more than happy to help you." And Firma looks at you and goes, "Yeah, hi. Can I go back to making my weapons now?"
Oh, don't let us keep you.
Firma goes, "I knew I'd like you. All right, I'm out." She goes back into the room. And
My weapon lady.
Tara,
Also, lady.
and Tara kind of rolls her eyes and goes, "Well, at least she came out of her room this time. Hello, everyone. We are the local blacksmith here at the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need equipment forged or manufactured, we can help with that. Are you members of the guild by chance?" And
I don't believe we are, but
No, I believe we are
This
more
is
of a freelancing adventuring party.
This is our first time in this town.
mhm. And upon hearing this, she goes, "Oh, okay, I understand. I would say if you were members of the guild, I would be able to give you a wonderful discount, 20% off." And Geralt cuts her off mid
There's another one.
mid sentence and goes, "They're working for the king, Tara. We can't exactly." And as she hears, she goes, "Oh, I understand. No problem." She goes, "Well, as regular customers here, let us know in advance and we can get you some gear and equipment." And she gestures to the many racks of weapons and armor, and a lot of them very high quality. And Geralt kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, Terra Firma's some of the best blacksmiths around. Their father taught them well." And she goes, "Oh, don't mention father. He can't forge like he used to." And Geralt goes, "Yeah, but he is one hell of an enchanter." And he gestures over to another store across the hall, which seems to be kind of closing up for the night. And it is a enchanting area where you can get your items enchanted and engraved with runes. You kind of see an older dwarf gentleman kind of locking the door and closing up for the night. And you see that his lower half is missing and he's in a wheelchair. Like he has no legs. And this wheelchair is pushing itself. You see the dwarf gentleman kind of roll over to Geralt and goes, "Ah, Geralt, old friend, how have you been? It's been too long. You got to get out of your office more often, friend. And he looks over to you lot and goes, and who might these people be? And Geralt goes, well, these are some new adventurers helping out the king. God damn, I keep going to a different fucking voice for him.
You gotta have an anchor. You got it.
You can do this. Just deep
Mhm.
breath.
And Geralt goes, yeah, this is a new set of adventures they got coming in for the king. They'll be buying some stuff from us, I assume, every once in a while. We tend to be able to help out where we can. And the dwarf looks at you all and goes, well, it is wonderful to meet you all. My name is Paris. My name is Paris Uldenwald, or you could call me Perry for short. And he kind of reaches out his hand, and it's a mechanical hand. And he offers it out to Isaac to shake.
Pleasure to meet you, Perry. What an exquisite device you are using for mobility, might I add. It's very good.
He goes, oh, this old thing, and he like slaps the side of the wheel and goes, I made this myself after the accident when we were adventuring with Geralt. And he kind of gestures to the wheelchair. He goes, made this puppy myself. She she's very yeah. And he kind of like looks over the different pieces and parts, and he's like, very complex, but she does what she needs to do. And
That is remarkable.
and he goes, thanks, made it myself. I'm very handy when it comes to enchanting and engraving runes. And he points over to his daughters and goes, and anytime I needed a odd part or a joint, Terra and Firma normally had me covered for that. And Terra and Firma kind of poke their heads out and go, yes, when we had time, we would, but we can't right now, Father, because, we need to make an order of weapons for the king. And he kind of goes, I know, I'm just reminiscing. And he kind of pushes a button on his chair, and you see the wheels shift, and a little cup holder pops out from the side of the wheel.
Wow.
Where he sets his drink that he was drinking on his way out, and he goes,
A flash
yeah.
of gold crosses my eyes.
And he kind of looks at the weapon on your back, and he goes, that's quite the weapon that you have on your back there, son. What do you got?
Oh, this. I unsheath it, and it looks like a very ornate longsword that has a very thick center that goes almost towards the top of it, but not really. And I brandish it, and I hold it flat in my hands, and I go, this is just an invention that I made before I began my traveling. And I will shift it from holding the sword flat to holding the hilt, and I will press a button that moves the entirety of the blade and separates it, makes it flat on each side of the thick middle part. And then the tip of the sword will come out as a sort of an iron sight at the end of the sword, and then it looks more of a hunting rifle. It's just a little thing that I was messing about with when I left my estate.
Wow, fascinating. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. You don't come across gun blades very often. And he kind of looks it up and down and goes, this is some good handiwork, son.
Well, thank you. I'm quite proud of my advancements.
And he looks at it and goes, it's definitely very advanced. if you ever need it examined or enchanted, you let me know. I'd be happy to work on it. And he gets like, he starts to get a little excited at like the thought of, you know, enchanting and putting runes on this weapon. And you see one of the little like claws that are like on his shoulder. That's kind of like an extra appendage for him. Starts to like stimmy hand. Starts moving back and
Yeah.
forth a little bit.
Give me.
Yeah.
The grabby hands.
It's like a
Yeah,
little,
grabby hand.
Yeah.
It's a very tiny extra hand. It's more meant for like grabbing nuts and bolts and stuff, but it's, you know, it's noticeable.
I will most definitely be visiting your shop probably during our next time here, and I will turn the blade back, or the gun blade back into an actual sword and sheath it again on my back.
And he lights up a little bit and he goes, "Oh, I cannot wait for that." And Garrow kind of interjects and goes, "All right, well, now that you've met Perry, how about we come down here to the magical shop? I know some of you seem to be more casters as opposed to weapon users." And he gestures down towards the end of the hall. And you see another shop that has some floating candles and some incense that's burning, and you hear some rustling of paper, and Garrow calls out towards the back of the shop and he goes, "Trish, you have some visitors." And Trish kind of leans her head back from her desk that's just around the corner so you can kind of see her face. And she is a dark elf woman. She has some bifocals on, and she goes, "Oh, hello, I was not expecting guests today. How are we today?" And
We're just delightful. How are you?
"Oh, I am absolutely exquisite, darling. I've just recently come across a new spell that I am currently transcribing right now, and it is absolutely wonderful."
Oh, I might just have to take a peek sometime.
"Oh, absolutely."
I can tell you and I are gonna get along just swell, aren't we?
"Oh, absolutely, and I look forward to it, darling." And she kind of begins to stand up from her desk and comes up to the front counter, and she goes, "Well, if you were ever to need any magical items or potions or just magical scrolls, I'm your gal." And she kind of looks over at Stowegg and looks him up and down and goes, "And aren't you fascinating?
Hello.
I've never seen someone quite like yourself. What brings you to this area?"
You know, the king. We were summoned here to do the king's bidding.
Mm-hmm. And she kind of steps around the corner and walks up and gets real close to your face and looks you up and down, like almost like examining and trying to take in all the information that she can from you. And she leans in real close into your ear and whispers something to you. And then leans back and he goes, "Well then, let's all keep in touch, shall we?"
What was
Oh, we
whispered to me?
I am messaging it to you right now.
Okay.
Isaac is just watching in pure, unadulterated horror and or curiosity at what is happening at this exact moment.
Are they flirting with each other?
I think that is what's happening. I'm not sure, however.
At the very least, she seems enamored with him. I think he's just scared in his boots.
Swifty's just head tilting. Like, what's going on?
For right now, I'm just looking at you guys, just like, what just happened?
Darling,
think she likes you.
Ooh, me? No.
as far as I'm aware, there aren't many people like yourself.
There you go. I sent it to you. It's in your notes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
How big's that front tail, big boy? That's what it said.
What's
Hey, yo,
that
what that
tail
tail do?
What the
But yes, and then as she kind of gestures all of you to leave the store, she's like, and I will be closing up soon, darling. So I hope you forgive my rudeness. Next time we'll have plenty of teas for you to try. I am quite the tea drinker. And she kind of shuffles all of you out, and she goes, and Geralt, give me a heads up next time, and closes the door behind him. And he goes,
Life,
Thinks he's angry.
and she goes, yeah, I apologize. She doesn't normally like unexpected visitors, but that's my fault. She seems to like you a lot, though, so I'm sure she'll forgive me. And he continues walking down the walkway. And finally, he goes, and finally, my personal favorite joint in this entire place. I present to you Nana's Bakery. And she gestures over to the bakery that's got like cakes and pies and croissants and all sorts of things just filled into the brim with baked goods. And
Nice old lady.
oh, hello, dearie. How are you, sweetheart? And she like turns and begins to like pull on your cheek a little bit and goes, oh, sweetheart, thank you so much for earlier. I was hoping you would stop by. I asked old Gary here to bring you to a lot down whenever you were done with your paperwork. And he goes, Mother, not here. He goes, sorry, Mother, not here. As he kind of flushes a little bit and gets a little flustered at, his mom being his mom.
Yep.
Mom.
And she goes, oh, and I have the best sweets for you today. I wanted to thank you for all of your help today. And she like brings out these cookies that each have your faces plastered on them that were like handmade.
God.
And she,
You didn't have to, but thank you.
oh, I absolutely did, sweetheart.
It's me on a cookie.
I feel like we've only arrived 20 minutes ago.
Wait, if I eat this, am I a cannibal? Am I eating myself?
No,
And Swifty's just looking down at down the tree, like,
darling, it's just a likeness. It's still a cookie.
Just like,
Oh.
no, it shoves cookie in your mouth. Eat it.
Yeah, Swifty just looks up, looks back down, and just shoves the cookie in her mouth.
And Nana, when she kind of hears you question whether or not you should eat the cookie, she goes, oh, I'm sorry, dear. Do you not like my cookies? And she gets a little sad about it.
With a mouthful of cookie. Like, so just
This actually reminds me of the home I grew up in. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy. It makes me so happy to hear that. Did you all eat the cookies?
Yes.
All of you
Why
make,
would- How we can't disappoint Nana.
all of you make wisdom saving throws. Or will saving throws.
Your cookies were a good game.
A will save, you said?
Yeah, will save.
Will.
19.
Where's the sheet again?
19 on Will.
22.
Dirty 20.
9.
Oh my! No, Trey!
I'm using the app dice. My brain's just like, I don't want to process rolling dice right now.
No, that's fair, but
So, all of you failed.
What?
damn.
All of you
How good are
failed.
these cookies?
We've been poisoned by Nano.
But as you no, see, you're not poisoned. As you eat these cookies, you get a sense of like thankfulness, and you feel happy about what you've done, and kind of like the emotions are put into the cookie that she baked.
God They were baked with love.
Infectious enthusiasm?
A single tear starts coming from my eye. I can feel the love.
Swifty's eyes just widen like a cat and just continue to chew on the cookie.
And all of you
Tail just starts
gain.
wagging a little bit.
And all of us
What
what?
did we gain?
All of you gain. Hey, let's go. 9 temporary hit points.
9 temp? Ooh.
9 temp.
Where
How do you do
I
that?
believe-
How do you?
I believe
So
it's
okay,
under.
so you so click your HP bar on your character sheet, and it
Mhm.
should say hit
Um,
point like hit
Oh,
points
10 hit
and temp
points.
HP.
Oh, I see.
where?
9 hit points.
Oh,
9
Nice.
temp.
Oh,
the
perfect.
show
So-
is a separate. Show is a separate bar. Let's go.
Yeah,
So you all gain 9 temporary hit points until you
I
lose
actually
them.
like that.
That's
Oh, we have
cool.
these forever? There's not like a time limit?
So there is a time limit. Once you lose the temp hit
Okay.
points, they're gone forever.
Yeah.
That,
Right.
it's kind of how temp HP works.
Yeah. So
Okay.
okay, I
Wait,
see what you're saying.
I know what this is.
But they last through a long rest as well.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what this is.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you?
Is it a soothe? Is it this like was the soothe spell baked into the cookies?
Anyway, next
DM
topic.
silence speaks volumes.
I think so.
And lastly, she kind of shuffles back behind the counter. She goes, "And now, just in case, I baked you some for the road, dearies." And she like puts a bag out under the counter. If someone would like to take it, it does contain 4 extra cookies.
I already have the bag. I still have the bag of snacks that she gave me from earlier.
Correct, but those are not magical snacks. I mean, cookies
who
baked
wants
with
to-
love.
who wants to hold the cookies baked with love?
Well, it's like we could each like carry one for
Buys a complete
ourselves, or
bag
just
of cookies just to make sure no one eats them extra when they're not needed.
Fair.
smart idea.
So do you divide the cookies amongst yourselves?
I think is that the consensus?
I feel like that's the logical thing to do.
So
Sure, why
I
not?
will say
Each
this:
take a cookie.
if you leave it in the bag, it is treated as a roll for everybody. But if you take it individually, you each will have your own roll for temporary hit points.
Oh,
Whenever
think-
we eat the cookie.
So you'd only get a D6 versus a D10.
So I
Ooh.
think leaving it in the bag is smarter.
Yeah.
eh.
Think of it as like the way Heroes Feast works.
Okay, yeah,
So, like-
that's pretty simple.
Yeah. So if you
I
all
like-
take it at the same time, the buffs are a bit better.
Can I like slowly reach for the bag, but someone like take it before I can get it?
Oh, I'm clocking what Swifty is doing. I'll hold the bag. I'll hold the cookies.
Okay.
You just snatch the bag and you just see Swifty just droop a little bit.
And Nana kind of sees this and goes, "Don't worry, dear. I got something for you too." And she holds out a tiny bag with just regular cookies in it and hands it over to you.
They're like little
Swifty
animal
perks
shapes
up.
and everything.
Do what?
Oh
Animal
my
crackers.
god!
They're little
Frosted animal
shaped
crackers!
cookies.
They-
My
Yes!
god.
That was my shit
Oh
as a
my
kid.
god!
They
brother,
are
if I
frosted.
animal,
They are frosted animal crackers in the shape of different types of monkeys.
Oh my god.
my god! You just see like cradling the bag, just tail going crazy. Thank you, Granny, and just like waddle off, just looking at the bag of all the different monkeys.
I just look over at Swifty. He's like, "Psst, I'll give you a croissant if you let me try one."
So if you like squints a little bit, or slowly reaching into the bag and grabs out like a monkey cookie, and just holds it out.
I hold out the croissant and we just make an exchange.
Slowly puts the croissant in the bag and sealing it up.
I love you, lad. You're so sweet.
Thank you, Nana.
Thank you, Granny.
And Nana, if we're ever around here again, and you would like an extra hand, I can. I've got some experience around a baker's oven.
Oh, I would love that, sweetheart. Anytime you're in town, you let me know and I will make room for you.
My family's taught me some tricks. I could probably show you a few.
Oh, and what family would that be, dearie?
Um, Reverly?
Oh, Reverly. I feel like I've heard that name before, but it's probably my old age. I don't quite
Um,
remember. I'm sorry, dearie.
it's okay. My family kind of keeps to the one shop, although I think they're wanting to expand. It's been long enough.
Ah, I see. Well, I will be happy to exchange some baking tips and tricks when you come visit.
Consider it a done deal.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Geralt, dearie, you take them home and make sure they make it to the inn safely. And he goes, Yes, Nana. I will. I will make sure they get to their homes safely. Despite, after what I've seen today, I think they can manage their own. And he kind of begins to bring you guys out and escort you down out onto the street. And he goes, now that you've met everyone, if you ever need our services, feel free to send us a letter, or, get in touch with us somehow, and I'm sure we can arrange deliveries and assist you in any way we can. We may not be able to work directly under the king and assist him through the guild, but he never said anything about helping those that he employs.
And also, who says we have to tell him every single detail? All we have to do is gather information on the area. So what the palace doesn't know won't hurt them.
And he kind of looks you up and down, and he goes, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I have a feeling you and I will get along just fine. And there's one thing you need to understand about the guild. We don't function under the command of the king. Think of us as our own little city-state, or embassy, if you will, inside of here. And he kind of gestures towards the castle and goes, we work a little separately from those that rule over the area, if you catch my drift.
Mm.
And you kind of get what he's trying to tell you is that the government doesn't have much control over them, but in order for them to have an established base there, or guild, where they can kind of make money and, hire people, send out adventures, that sort of thing, they kind of have to follow some guidelines. But as far as responding to the king or having ties with the king, it's not very...
Think of it like the Vatican.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like the Vatican. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Because Vatican City is in Italy, but it's its own separate thing.
Exactly. And he kind of pulls out a coin and places it in your hand and says, and if there are any other guilds that you need to get into in any other city towns or anything like that, you show them this and they'll know to treat you right. Okay?
Of course. He put it in my hand.
Yes, he
right?
put it in your hand.
Thank you. And I'm gonna like glance out of the corner of my eye towards Isaac. This might be better suited for your hands, Lordling.
All right.
And as he kind of, adjusts himself and gets, starts to turn out the lights in the building and everything, he goes, all right, now y'all make yourself scarce and get home safely, all right?
Will do, sir. Oh, also, I just remembered. Here's the bag of ball bearings that little goblin had.
And he takes the ball bearings and he goes, oh, thanks.
He used it as a weapon.
Oh. I appreciate you. I'll be sure to add that onto his list as he pockets the bearings.
Disturbing of public spaces.
You just
littering, loitering.
Littering, public endangerment.
Every misdemeanor possible. This goblin's got it on the rap sheet.
And he's only going to be there for like a few months.
And the thing is, like, next to some of them, there's like a tally. There's like a tally if he's done it again.
Just, oh no, it seems I have misplaced your cell key. Excuse me while I go look for the cell key for another 6 months. Just leave him in there longer than he needs to be. You don't fuck with Nana Grist.
We love
What is
we
the?
love Granny.
It was a coin, yes.
Yeah, it was a coin.
What, does it have like an embroiderment on it or anything? Is it like a symbol?
It has a symbol of a phoenix on the front of it.
Oh, delightful.
I believe here. Let me see if I can add it to your inventory. I believe I have to add it because it's a custom item.
It'll.
I've already
in my jacket, my inside jacket pocket.
Paladin, how many animal crackers do I have?
I'm pretty sure the original.
Roll
box
me a
is
d20.
A d20.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8.
You have 8 animal crackers in your bag remaining.
Okay, and yep, I have 8 and 1 croissant.
And a croissant.
We made an exchange. I literally have it down in my notes in my notebook. I have it written down. That's important. It is important.
As y'all look over, y'all see me just fist filling the rest of my food in my hands. Just croissant.
So back to
Hilltop.
Yeah, back to Hilltop.
Back to
Need
Greg
to see
and
the nice
Stella.
lady and the big scary nice man?
Yes, darling.
For one more night in the town before we heave off.
I like that place.
Yeah.
One moment.
Well, since he's saying one moment, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick.
Is it break time for extra snackies and water?
Yeah, I think it's break time. Let's take a break for a minute.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
It has been 2 hours.
Oh my god, it has.
Everybody go do snackies.
Snackies.
The only snacks I have is ice cream cones, and I've already finished 3 of them.
Damn.
Go take a 4th
Bitch,
one. Then.
I am the
number.
snack.
Yes, you are. Come here. Nom 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 nom.
Oh my god. No, I can't take a 4th one. They're Nana Nat's favorites. I only took 3.
Fine. You took an uneven number, but sure. I'll accept it just because they're Nana Nat's favorite.
Nana Nat can only have ice cream in a cone. She doesn't like it in a bowl. The sacrifices we make.
Alright, I'm back.
We should go to the bathroom though.
Go do that.
Yeah.
think it'd
I
be
still have my
realistic.
art app open to the fucking.
All right, there we go. It is in your inventory now.
Father break.
Yeah, Isaac, it's in
Yay! I
there.
see it.
Yep. Do you want it in
Hey-
your main inventory or your backpack?
Main inventory because it's in my jacket pocket, so it's
Okay.
on my person.
Okay.
Hey, Bam, permission to DM.
Absolutely, I am always open.
Okay.
I am scared.
It's not it's nothing traumatizing yet.
Yeah. Oh. Honey, I don't think the dogs have been fed yet, or anything has been done with the dogs. I should probably go check on them.
All right, so we are taking a break. Oops, that's not it. There we go.
As ready as we're
Absolutely.
gonna be.
All right, everyone, we are back from break.
On second thought, I need to go no.
I gotta go take a piss.
Hold on, need to go grab the elderberries.
Grab
The
the elderberries. Yeah, fucking
God damn.
grab your elderberries and make them
Oh.
jam.
Yo.
You make me some elderberry cream if you know what I mean.
Damn. right
we
in front
threatening
of
people with a
Bam.
good time.
All
Yeah,
right.
Bam, this is your Pookie. This is what he's doing.
Just grabbing other men's elderberries.
What is happening?
Yes.
Anyway, we walk back to the tavern.
Wonder Bread side piece, Wonder Bread.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Not even multiple side pieces. It's just the singular side piece.
Honestly, I was about to say everyone's my side piece, but that sounds bad.
Damn.
Darling, what is happening? Where did we leave
Or
off?
you just get passed around, don't you? Fuck's sake.
we are leaving. We left off. Anyway, all right, you guys are all going back to your town. What did I walk into here? Hello, all out. Welcome in. Trick is just your side piece. Yes, he's
Yeah.
my side pumpkin. My pumpkin slice.
I'm your pumpkin spice latte.
Does that mean you're seasonal?
Yeah.
He's only seasonal. Oh, anyway. All right. So you are all escorted and left outside in front of the guild. It is starting to get a little dark out. Local stores are closing up for the night, and the merchants are closing up their tents and their shopping stands, and the life is starting to die down a little bit here in Feldar. You guys start making your way home? Or to the inn?
I was about to say home.
Yeah, sorry, not home. Helltop Inn.
To the end.
To the end.
Top time.
Yep.
So, as you all get to the inn, by the time you all arrive, it's been very rowdy. There's been people drinking, and there's a bunch of, dwarves clinking tinkards, and, gnomes flirting up some ladies, and just general tavern debauchery. And you get home, and Stella sees you all and goes, sorry, not home. You get to the inn, and Stella sees you and goes, "Oh, welcome back, you all. It's wonderful to see you again.
Hi again, nice lady.
Can I
hi,
interest you in
Stella.
some drinks? We have a special going on tonight."
What's the special?
Well, the special is 2 for 1. So for every tinkard of ale that you get one free. And then as she says that, the entire bar goes, "Way!" and start cheering and clapping and start drinking their ale. Everyone's getting very drunk.
Does
Yes.
does it go with all your drinks or just the ale?
Well, I'm sure that can be discussed and maybe bartered a little bit. I do need to offload some inventory, so depending on what you're looking for, I can work with the numbers.
Do you have apple juice?
Not only do I have apple juice, I have an apple fermentation. It's basically beer, but with an apple flavor to it.
You'll see Swift's eyes go wide.
Would you like to
Cat-like
would you like to
giggles.
sample some?
Can I get that one, please?
All right. And she pours you a tiny little glass to sample. She kind of hands it to you, make sure you like it before, giving you a full pint or a full tinkered.
Ooh. Can I get that one?
Uh,
I like it.
absolutely. And she pours, and then she pours you the tinkered, and then like she takes an apple slice and cuts it and sets it on the side of the tinkered.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
And sets it down in front of you, and she goes, I hope you enjoy. You let me know the second you need another one. And
Like
it'll only-
as like like as she finishes just that bit of the sentence, just
Is it
grabs
empty?
both mugs and just chucks them both down, slams them on the fucking counter, and just like pulls like a napkin out and just like wipes wipes her mouth. Goes, that's really nice.
And hang on. Okay, as you do this, you tilt your head back and slam down 2 massive tinkereds of alcohol. There's an older dwarf that sees you do this, and he announces to everybody, and he goes, hey, it seems like we got a world-class drinker over here. And the entire tavern starts to clap and cheer, and he goes, how about you step on down here, we'll have a bit of a competition. And he kind of flags down Stella to pour a couple more alcoholic beverages. And
Swifty perks up and goes, competition?
And I'll tell you what, I'll even sweeten the deal. You win, I'll give you 2 gold pieces. But if I win, you give me 2 gold pieces.
2 shiny for 2 shiny.
Are you doing it? All right. And he goes, and the entire tavern starts clapping and cheering and yeah. And you both sit down at this large wooden table, and chairs are pulled up next to each of you. And the dwarf announces, "Is there anyone else? Anyone else want in?"
So he just like flicks over to the group, just wide-eyed looking at them. Tail wagging.
You can deal with that all on your own. I would like to discuss with Sarah about any meals that I may be able to purchase, as we have had a very adventurous day, and I, for one, am particularly hungered.
And you go up to the bar, and we will come back to that in just a moment.
Thank you.
And did anyone else want in on this, or?
I'm like sitting here, so I'm just gonna ask for a glass of water and just sit and watch in case Swifty gets too enamored to carry them to their room.
It's just a drinking contest.
Yeah, it's a drinking contest.
I won't participate.
Okay.
I won't, but I will watch it. And I might add a little bit of underscore. Like I've got my bow. Quite literally, my violin's name is Bo.
Mm-hmm. So are you going to play a song while this goes on?
You're gonna add atmosphere to the drinking competition.
Think of it like just kind of like how there's like can't like, I guess the best way to describe it is like like a ragtime cantina type of like something like that.
Like
okay.
Yes.
I love it.
All right, Dice.
All right.
Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. This
And
is
then,
this is the time.
As things are getting prepped for the drinking competition, we will cut back over to Stowag and Isaac. And Stella kind of leans over the counter and looks at Isaac and goes, now, dear, I heard you were mentioning some food. Greg in the back, he's our chef. He cooks a phenomenal set of ribs.
Ooh, I could go for some of those right now. How much would I? How much do they cost?
She kind of thinks for a minute. She goes, your friends are buying some alcohol, and give me a silver, and you got yourself a deal.
Just a silver, please. In this establishment, I shall give you a gold piece just instead. And I put that on the counter and just leave it.
And she kind of perks up a little bit and goes, "Well, aren't you a generous tipper?" And she like tucks the gold piece between her breasts and walks back towards the kitchen. And there's like a little closed window hatch, like a wooden window hatch, and she knocks on it 3 times, and Greg like pushes the window open and goes, "What?" And she goes, "I need a world set of your famous ribs, sweetheart." And he kind of looks over at you and he smiles and goes, "Yeah, right away." And he closes the window again.
Does he have like a little apron?
Yeah, he's got like a little apron and a tiny little like
a little hat.
Yeah, but it's like one of those
Yeah,
fast food looking hats. Like it's the tiny thin one, not a full on chef hat.
Oh my god!
Does the apron say Chris
Imagine
the
him looking
cook?
like the chef in Emperor's New Groove before Kronk takes over. Like that's just how I see him in that
Oh my
outfit.
god!
That is delightful.
The man's got the same build as Kronk too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the orcish
Yes.
Kronk.
Oh my god!
All right. So, let's start the drinking competition, shall we?
I have literally been like blessing my dice.
All right. So, Stella will
I
walk
at
up
least
to
want
the
to get to
table.
round 2.
Stella
Guess
will
we'll get
walk
to
up to the
round 2.
table and she will go, "All right, here are the rules for this here drinking game. You keep up with the beat of the music. No lollygagging. You slam them down as fast as you get them. Now, I want a good, clean drinking fight. And by the end, I expect y'all to clean up after yourselves. You hear me?"
Yes, ma'am.
And the dwarf that's challenging goes, "Ha, I never lose. I ain't cleaning shit."
Oh,
And-
dice! If there is ever a moment to win me this, I will be happy with Nat One's next session. But please, let me have this.
Stella will take the 2 tinkards. She has one of your apple juice. Your adult apple
Spiked
juice, should I say.
Spiked apple juice.
Spiked apple juice. And another tinkard of beer for the dwarven gentleman. She slams them down on the table and says, "Begin!" And roll me a fortitude save.
Fortitude. Where's my thing? There
It's
it is.
next to your health bar.
All the way
What is
up
a
the top.
natural
What
20?
is it?
You're
Yeah!
joking.
No, I am not, my good sir. I am
Pixar
not
didn't
joking.
happen.
I put my community on it. I put my fucking community on it.
All right.
Nat 20 for a drinking game, baby.
I will get now. I want a beer. I'll swig that motherfucker down.
All right, hang on here. Okay, so you got nat 20, and Mr. Dwarf Man got a 21. So both of you immediately.
On
Do
top
what?
of your nat 20 nat. Because you
Oh,
just
yeah,
said
well-
nat 20. You didn't say like any like nat 20 plus
Whatever,
whatever your fortitude is.
yeah, whatever your
Oh,
fortitude is.
24.
24.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah, both of you, very first round, you immediately slam them both back. Just chugging one gulp after another. And you notice when you set your mug down, the dwarven man finished his drink before you.
Son of a bitch.
He gulped it down in about 3 gulps while you took maybe 4 or 5. And he's like, "Feeling tipsy yet?"
Nope.
All right, another round. And Trish brings him out, and tavern's starting to get cheery, and hey, clapping, and everyone's starting to celebrate. And she slams down another set and goes, "Round 2, go." So go ahead, give me another fortitude.
Check. Nat 20, number 2, baby. Here it comes.
It's not a net. It's a 23. It's close, but
It's all right. I got a nat 1.
Chug, chug, chug. He's wasted.
I'm not happy.
I grabbed his mug.
Drink.
Hang on. No, there's a tally system for this. He's not done quite yet, but he's very close.
Wait, did you say Trish?
I didn't want to mention it, but you did say Trish brings out the drinks instead of Stella.
Oh, I did. My bad.
I think that was just
Yeah, brain.
it was just brain
I understood
confusion.
that was just
My
brain
brain was
going.
like, when
Yeah.
did she get here?
Surprise! She teleported.
She's stalking you, bro. You gotta watch
She's a
out.
level 20 wizard.
No, this is the
Same
point of
here.
view of of Stomach. It's meant to be so, but he's just like, huh? What am I? Did I drink alcohol? Am I seeing things correctly?
So
What's in this
after,
water?
so around this time, partway through them drinking through the second round, your ribs come out, Isaac, and it is a
Boy.
massive rack of ribs. Like it is when you think ribs, you think like cow ribs or pig ribs. No, these are like 5 or 6 times the size of the ribs you thought you were getting.
Oh my god. it's like
Do
the
I
size of my
see that?
fucking
Do I see
forearm.
that plate? Do I see that plate come out while I'm playing?
Yes, because it isn't Stella that brings it out. It's her father that does. And he is
It's
carrying
Greg.
it on a tray on one, like, kind of like how servers will put it on their shoulder and,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
hold it in one hand. He is bringing that thing out, and it is massive, even for him. And he slams them down in front of you and goes, "Hope you enjoy my dragon fire ribs." And he
Imagine
starts-
Isaac with like a napkin tucked in, like to his shirt, like with a knife and fork just ready, and then
Sir,
slammed
I don't
down.
think you
I'll
understand
just,
how
like-
pricings work. All of this for what you wanted to price me out as a silver? You have
we don't
a
sell the ribs
landmine.
very often. They're good though.
I'll just call over while not even stopping playing. Just call over my shoulder. Save some for me, darling.
I don't think I have a choice.
And then like
Good boy.
as the sorry. Anyway, as
Take your
the
time.
Fucking funny.
as the plate of ribs is set in front of you, those that are watching the alcohol drinking competition are now also watching you, this small human
5'3" human.
5'3" human with a
that is
rack.
almost the length of his body.
And man, when these ribs are set in front of you, you can immediately tell the heat that radiates off of them. This is going to be a spicy rack of ribs.
No,
And as the entire tavern is both simultaneously cheering chug, 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 they are now also starting to cheer eat, 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 eat.
It's just like chug, 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 eat, 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 chug, chug, chug.
And so Nat, as you slam your tinker down, starting to feel maybe, a little
Feel a little
something wash
tingling in
over
my
you, a little
hands.
tingling over you, because this is realistically your 4th drink. You
Yep.
set it down and you look over at the dwarf, and he is visibly drunk. And he's like, I still got like 3 more in me. And
Whatever
he's
you
Enjoy
say.
it, darling.
Whatever you say.
and all while this is going on, the song is getting faster. Faster and faster. And again, Stella comes out and she goes, "All right, round 3." Slams him down and goes, "Drink." Roll me another fortitude save. And Isaac, you also give me a fortitude save.
Oh boy!
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Bam, what'd you get?
8.
All right. So
Guys were like, hey man, this would be really funny if you don't manage to take these ribs.
So, Isaac, as you were biting into these ribs, you will agree they are very delicious. And you actually get like a bite or two into it, being like, oh, it's, not as hot as I thought it would be. The ribs are nice. They're, roasted to perfection. They're juicy.
Mid-third bite.
By the third bite, you have this scalding hot heat coming from the back of your throat. And no matter how much water or ale you try to drink, it does not go away. And all at the same time, you've only eaten like part of the first rib. And the entire tavern is telling you, eat, 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 eat.
I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna keep eating.
Doing it again?
Yeah, why not? Do we need to roll?
Take a big chunk.
Not yet.
Take a big chunk out of it.
We'll do it along with Nat's roll. And
I want to at least eat 2 ribs whole.
And Nat, we will cut over to you. Mm-hmm. As you slam down your tinkered, you're starting to feel it. You're starting to feel pretty drunk. You feel warm throughout your entire body. Your cheeks are starting to get a little flushed. You are getting hit hard with the alcohol. And you look across the table and this dwarf sitting there smugly, finishing his alcohol before you again, looks at you dead in the eyes and goes, I told you I got at least another 3 in me.
Let's see who's talking.
All right, another fortitude save. Here we go.
Bam, get your dice ready. You're gonna fucking need it.
Please be higher. We're doing so good.
You're gonna get like a 2 or something.
Don't jinx me.
Hey, you've got this.
The 22.
Okay. Isaac, what'd you get?
Oh, I have to roll 2.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Natural fuck.
So
Okay.
26.
Oh my god, yes!
So
I'm
Isaac,
here for this.
Take a big chunk out of it.
As the heat starts to rise up in the back of your throat, your eyes are beginning to water from the sheer Scoville level of this sauce, whatever has been put on these ribs. You finish the first rib, and it's fucking hot, man. The second rib, you get to it, and something comes over you. You don't know whether it's the cheer of the crowd or just wanting to just absolutely dig into these ribs. But you take a massive rip out of the side of these ribs like a carnivore unleashed and tear through this second set of ribs. You slam down another bone and you're ready for more.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, I
My
bet he
eyes match
is.
whatever color of red I feel like these hot fucking ribs are, with gold swirling around the iris as I am.
Oh, they are full-blown red if that's the case.
Yeah,
These
baby.
are some hot fucking ribs, and you understand why they are called Dragon's Fire ribs.
Red eyes with gold swirling around everywhere. Fucking pumped as shit.
Swifty,
Yes.
as you begin your next round, chugging down your ale or your alcoholic beverage, your apple juice,
Mm-hmm.
you hear partway through a thunk onto the table. And you think it's him finishing his beer and slamming his tinker down as he's been doing, because he finishes before you.
Mm-hmm.
And you pull your beverage down and you slam it down, thinking that, he's got me beat. And you find him passed out on the table. He didn't even drink his next round.
Looks like party Jets.
And as you stand up to celebrate, you also pass the fuck out.
No, I was my response was literally gonna be grabbing his beer, swinging it back, cheering again, and then the
Falls
collapsing.
backwards out of their chair.
That works.
I was gonna jump up on my chair, celebrate, grab his drink, chug it down, do one last woo, and then slowly just like fall backwards.
Absolutely. You stand up on your chair, you start dancing on the table, cheering to the tavern. Everyone's hyped and pumped up and clapping and hollering and hooting, and the music's picking up pace. And you pick up their tinkered, throw it back for a victory drink, and fall off the table back onto the chair. Unconscious.
That's delightful.
Fantastic.
Pass the fuck out drunk.
Can I, before I pass out, can I just like, turn toward, can I just like, I'll just be like, someone give me my gold, and just fall back.
Yeah. of course. Final word of the victor. And then we cut over to Isaac. Isaac, give me another fortitude save. As you tear into this third batch of ribs, or this third bone of ribs.
I'm ready. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
20, an unnatural 20.
A dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you bite into this third rung of ribs, the heat is starting to get to you. It is so unbearably hot. You want to tap out so bad, but you feel like you have one last leg of this race you need to run. Your eyes are tearing up and welling. You can barely see what's in front of you as you dig into these ribs. The heat from the sauce on your cheeks is beginning to burn your eyes. Give me one more fortitude save.
Now that the drinking contest has stopped, can I quickly brush his shoulder and give guidance?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, I would say while you're
my.
playing music, you could just do it while you're
Yeah.
playing music. You could work it into your song.
Giving guidance to someone eating spicy ribs.
What's the
Listen.
guidance? Is that a D6?
It just gives you a +1 to any attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Okay. So just a +1. Got it.
Yep.
But then you can't get it again for another hour. What'd you get, bud?
A 16.
Is that including the +1?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So as you work your way through this third rib and start chowing into the fourth, the heat is unbearable. Your tongue feels like it's on fire. You feel like your throat's closing up from the heat, and like your lungs are filled with molten lava. As you begin to bite into this third batch of ribs, fourth batch of ribs, you start to cough and hack and gasp for air.
No.
Tears streaming down the side of your face. And just because this is the last leg of the ribs, I will give you one more roll with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
To see if you can power through the last tiny bit of that fourth rib.
Oh, please.
Double nat ones, here we go.
You can do this.
Sorry, honey. I know you want to roll one for me, but it's not going to happen.
Got this.
Natural 20 for the first one.
Okay.
It's disadvantage.
Bleep.
19.
Okay. And plus your fortitude is what, 25?
My woo.
Or was it 19 with your plus?
I rolled a 13. I got a plus.
Oh.
I have a +6 to fortitude, so I
Okay.
have a 19.
You have a 19.
Mhm.
I will say, because you also rolled a natural 20 for that, you choke down the heat. And after coughing and sputtering, you sit back up and power through the last little bit of those ribs that you had ordered. And by God, when you took that last bit of ribs, the entire tavern cheered in amazement as you swallow the last bit of ribs. And people are astounded that someone of your stature has eaten the Dragonfire ribs. Special.
Dab my mouth with a napkin and pump my fist up in the air in celebration of fuck yeah, I did it.
And at that moment, you begin to have a severe gurgling in your stomach.
Oh no.
One
Have fun, brother.
So, okay, never mind.
What was it?
Is it a gurgling, like, is it gonna come out the front or the back?
Which end is it gonna come in?
Hey, Isaac.
What?
Roll me
Oh,
another
no.
fortitude save.
No.
Someone's gonna be on the chamber pot for a little bit.
Hmm.
That's not a good noise. What'd you get?
I rolled a 9, but I have a 15.
You got a 15.
Yeah, because my +6 for it.
As you are standing there, victoriously
God.
triumphant, fist in the air, stomach gurgling, you let out a tiny burp. And that burp happens again
Oh no.
and
If
again.
it looks like fire's about to come out of his mouth, I'm gonna rush him out of the building.
So it's not fire that you see,
Vomit.
but embers seem to be coming from his lips. And then he proceeds to vomit
No.
all over the counter.
Oh, I was doing so good.
And with these ribs, it looks like molten lava by the time it reappears on the counter.
Oh no, I feel so bad.
And Stella is standing in front of you, jaw dropped, as the splashback from the vomit hitting the countertop splashes
no.
all over the front of her.
Oh no.
I could never come to this tavern again. I'm just.
And she walks back over to the lockbox with all the money in it, pulls out the gold coin, swaps it out for your change, and sets it in front of you.
Oh,
And
no.
says, "We appreciate your patronage. I'm gonna recommend you go upstairs for the night while I clean up." And
I'll take him upstairs.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
And while you
Fucking
go up,
fog in my glasses, I'm so upset.
and as you go up into your room, you swear you hear from the back of the kitchen.
Son of a bitch.
So it's just me and Swifty still downstairs with Swifty's passed out.
Yeah, Swifty's passed the fuck out. You're just at the bar witnessing
I'm
Isaac
sitting next to
vomit.
Swifty drinking my water.
Oh.
My gold. Get my gold.
And you see one of the other patrons that was watching the drinking contest. He walks over, clasps your hand, and gives you you basically gain 2 gold pieces. You gain 2 gold pieces into your inventory as you have won the bet. So congratulations, you are now at 17 gold pieces.
So I'm holding on to Swifty's gold because Swifty's passed out.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like tuck it into Swifty's pocket and then put my coat over and walk over to Stella and be like, let me help you clean this up. Create water.
Hey, oh, okay.
So I have 17 gold now.
Yes.
I thought it was 3 gold pieces. I'm gonna have a word with that fucking dwarf.
It was 2 each.
It was 2.
Oh, 2,
Yeah,
2,
so
that's
it's, so
right.
it's 4
never
total.
mind.
But because you lost 2 putting it into the betting pool, you only got 2 back.
I only got 2. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. You're right.
Oh yeah. No, I just put my like my cloak thing on over Swifty as a blanket for now. Just don't want to get this messy.
And as you are helping Stella clean the bar, and you're apologizing for your party, the usual adventurer cleanup. She understands and she thanks your help, and that's when Greg comes out from back behind the kitchen, and he walks over to Swift and picks her up, and he looks over to you and he says, "I'll be taking this one to her room," and proceeds to walk Swift up into their bedroom and tuck them in for the night.
Thank you, Greg.
And yeah, so that was the events for the tavern that night.
God damn it.
I'm so pleased. I'm
And
not allowed to get angry if I get a nat 1 next
2
second.
local legends were created that night.
Oh my god.
One of them being a tale of
Learning to give up.
a tale of learning to never give up, and competition is key.
Never back down.
Mind over matter, never back down. The legend of Swift, the swashbuckling drinker. And
No, the swashbuckling swigger.
Swigger, there we go. The swashbuckling swigger. And another of trial and triumph and a fall from grace. Isaac Howler. Isaac Howler. The dragon drencher.
Dragon.
Dragon drencher. And as you all,
was so close.
oh, also, before I forget, Jesselyn, roll me a performance check.
Performance.
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. Hold on, wait. Is that? Yeah, okay. Performance?
Yep.
Not my best work. 15.
Okay. One moment.
You performed for a bunch of drunk people, so.
I mean, 15's still good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you wake up in the morning, all of you having your trials and tribulations from the night before, Swifty, you wake up and find a hand-stitched, tinkered, like crochet tinkered, next to your bed in the morning.
Oh my god.
And it has Swifty stitched onto the front of it.
Hand stitched.
Tinkered.
With Swifty on it.
It's basically a squishmallow. You got a squishmallow of a tinkered with your name on it.
Oh my god, it's like it's just a knitted tinkered with her name on it.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I thought it was like a koozie cover for a tinkered. That's adorable.
No. It's a plush.
Oh my god.
And it's
That is
of
beautiful.
okay quality. You can tell it's not the greatest, but it's still pretty, you know. You can sleep on it. It's good.
I will keep you forever.
And Isaac,
Oh,
when
no.
you wake up, you find next to your bed
From a hangover, bro.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get a bill for the
You
desk.
get a bill from the
bill
scorch
from the-
marks.
From the bar top.
From the scorch
Ooh.
marks left on the bar top from you
Yeah,
vomiting.
that's my
all
I thought you were
over
gonna
it.
say you look next to you and there's a bucket.
A bucket.
Ugh.
And then Jesselyn,
Mhm.
you wake up and you find 3 gold pieces
Ooh.
on your countertop with a note written by Stella that says,
Uh.
"Thank you for the wonderful performance last night."
Okay.
She basically paid you for performing in her tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who's getting up first? Who's going downstairs first?
I'm embarrassed. I'm just gonna curl up and go right to sleep and hope it all goes away.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check on Isaac. Cause that was that was rough, buddy.
I'm just gonna like slowly waddle my way downstairs, like holding the tankard with both arms in front of me. My tail just drooped, but like drooped behind me. I'm just a bit tired.
Like the hangover, holding on to the pillow because you have like a bit of a hangover.
Just
Mhm.
feel just extra eepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stoag, what are you doing?
I'm already downstairs. I didn't go to sleep.
Okay.
He's still
I
there.
cleaned.
Just sitting
You-
at the counter with a cup
Just-
of coffee.
Just like probably fell asleep in one like underneath one of the tables.
Yeah. Just like I helped clean. I got the scorch marks out.
And
And walk up and just jump onto one of the stools at the main counter.
How you feeling, Swifty?
I'm tired. What happened?
You drank and you beat the dwarf. There should be 2
Ah.
gold in your pocket.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, got the shiny.
so,
And,
Stoag, just so you know, you will have
Hmm.
the enfeebled debuff if you stay up all night. You just
Yeah,
get a
slept
you get a
under the
minus
table for
1 to
an
strength
hour.
checks.
You slept under the table.
I slept under the table.
All it is you just get a minus 1 on your strength checks and
Yeah.
strength-based abilities.
I'll sleep on the boat on the way back.
Okay.
On the way there,
That's fair.
Mm.
I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna play much of anything into it, but you just
Yeah,
know,
fair enough.
players, if you stay up all night, you do get the enfeebled debuff, which weakens your strength abilities.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
All
you
right.
also missed Isaac vomiting lava.
Wait, what?
He ate those
You
dragonfire
vomited?
ribs.
Oh, the red ribs. Yeah, I saw that. He ate them.
He ate them all.
He ate them all.
Yeah.
They didn't stay for long, let me tell you.
Did he get anything? That's impressive.
He got his money back.
And you hear from back in the kitchen doing morning prep work, Greg call from the back of the kitchen. You should have gotten the bill for my bar. Scorched the hell out of it.
Oh no, he ruined the ball. It doesn't look that
God.
bad.
It looks
Oh no.
so with the help of Stoag and maybe some
Other people in the bar.
well I will say actually Stoag, Would you like to explain maybe why the bar looks better than what it did, considering it's made of wood?
My brain's blanking right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Your background, my guy.
Mm.
Maybe there's a particular reason that the wood from the countertop is repaired rather well, or no?
My brain's just dying right now. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's fine.
If you
Anyway.
DM, if you know his background, why don't you give the explanation?
Well, because I figured it would be a good thing for, I don't know if you wanted to explain
He's
it.
opening the players to role play.
Correct.
He's being a DM.
Here, let me
what
ask
I
this
did is I
then.
went out back and I made a new section for the bar.
Let me ask this. Stoeg, did you use magic while you were helping clean?
Maybe.
Because you created water and everything?
Maybe.
Okay. So, the water is very well repaired, and it seems to be magically fixed. Or there's some magic that lingers from the repair of the top of the countertop.
Oh.
You don't know
Use
why or
them.
how, but it seems to be better than the condition it was left in due to this.
Oh, you work well with wood. Okay, I get. I see now. Swifty just like lays her head on the countertop.
That's what Trish wants to talk to him about.
And as you kind of lay down on the plushie, Greg kind of peeks his head from behind the kitchen window that's been open this whole time while he preps food, and he goes, "I'm glad you like it. Sorry if it's not great. I've been practicing."
Wait,
That's
Mr.
great.
Mr. Big Scary Nice Man, did you make this for me?
Oh my god.
I did. It's embarrassing. I don't do it much, but I thought you needed something to commemorate what you did last night.
But I love this. This is my new friend. As I hold it more and lay on it. I love it. Thank you.
And you kind of see for the first time, he kind of cracks a bit of a smile and he goes, "I'm glad you like it." And shuts the door to the window in the kitchen. Just the ever so faintest smile, like he's proud of his work and he's happy it made someone else happy.
As he should be.
And at this time, we will cut over to Jesselyn and Isaac.
So, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I'd probably like do a couple of knocks on the door. And like, you alive in there?
Unfortunately so.
Can I come in?
Oh, give me a moment. I'll be at the door. I open the door. My eyes are not as red as they were the night prior, but they are still redder than my usual brown. How badly did I damage the establishment?
From what I remember, part of the bar top was scorched, and
Ugh.
some of it did land on Stella, but I think Stovag stayed behind to help clean up the mess while I took care of you.
Right.
How how disheveled does he look? If he looks disheveled at all.
His the cloak that he's been wearing this whole time is basically off of him. It's just barely holding on by his elbows. You see more of the purple jacket that he's wearing, even though one side of it is exposing more of his tunic because it's off his shoulder. His hair is just a complete mess. He just looks like he had a mad rough night.
Oh, honey. We gotta do something about this. I'm gonna
give me a moment to freshen up, and I shall go downstairs and pay whatever needs to be paid for forgiveness and for fixing.
Honey, don't rush into getting ready. Let me help you. I'm gonna put a hand on his chest and push him back into the room.
Oh God.
It's not like pushing you to the ground, but it's just like
getting me out of the doorway so you can brute force into the room.
pretty much.
We're gonna make you look fabulous.
I
don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Make you look presentable. You're not going out looking like that.
It's time for a makeover.
Oh my God.
No, it's nothing like that. Just shutting the door, straightening out the shirt, making sure his coat is actually back on his shoulders, and his hair's short, right?
Yeah, it's short, fluffy, and white with a black streak in it.
Okay, so I'll just kind of do around the clock once of just getting the overall look of this guy, and just
What's my hairdo gonna be?
Just how is his hair normally?
I don't know how I would describe it, but it's just kind of it exists. It's just like a
It exists.
like a poofy. Well,
is it a Trump toupee?
Oh,
no.
Oh God.
No.
He's just got like a lightly curled kind of just like a floofy head of hair. It just kind of sits. It kind of pomps out a bit all around his face.
Okay. Now that I know the canvas I'm working with. Yeah, I'll just take both hands and
Are you giving him a haircut?
no. I'm not giving him a haircut. Not that magnificent floof.
He's very poofy. He's very good.
Are you giving him a hairstyling?
I'm just nothing
brushing it so it's not disheveled.
Yeah, just you know how some guys can hand comb their hair and then it looks magnificent?
Isaac is one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Jesselyn's just do it, just does that and is you look wonderful this way, but disheveled is also a great look for you too.
So I am coming to understand. Thank you, Jesselyn, for assisting me in my morning routines.
I'm always happy to help you.
My eyes are now back to my normal brown.
I didn't want to mention this before, but the guard who called your name on the ship, did I hear him right when he said Howler?
Yes, You did. I am Isaac Howler of.
Oh,
Did you know my house?
as a matter of fact, I do.
You don't sound pleased about this fact.
Hmm?
You have an inflection in the way that you said I do that makes me worry that it is not a pleasant experience you had with my house.
Well, darling, if you're wanting to find out the truth, you gotta come a little closer.
This feels like a trap, but I shall oblige.
Let's just say your father had a lot of students.
Really? I knew he was a
Mm.
teacher in some of his off years, but I never expected. How many? Were you one of them?
Yes, one of his last.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So, I don't
I apologize on behalf of my name and my house for any rough experiences my father may have given you during your time in study.
Your words are all well and good, but in order for that to matter to me, it's going to take a lot more than that. So, Lordling, I don't hold whatever he's done against you.
Well,
But
that's brave.
still, very least you can understand my caution, especially when it comes to his 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 family.
Hmm. I understand. Believe me, I am not exactly fond of being a part of this house. It's, in fact, the reason that I have accepted the king's invitation was to escape certain responsibilities that I would rather not delve into.
We've all got our secrets.
And that we do.
So, but how about this? Whenever you feel you're ready to take responsibility, whatever that looks like for you, we know. I'll help however I can.
I appreciate it.
Arlen, you'll come to understand that there's a lot to appreciate about me.
I'm learning.
Now, come on. You gotta face the music at some point. Might as well be now.
Agreed. And I will fix my jacket one more time and my coat and head out to the bar, ready to pay whatever needs to be paid and apologize profusely.
All right. So as you kind of come downstairs and find Stoeg and Swifty at the table, Swifty is partially passed out on their new plushie that they seem to have obtained, with their name stitched on the front of it. And you come downstairs and you see from the back of the bar a door slightly open from the kitchen, and you feel an intense glare at you as you come down to the bar. But oddly, when you ask Stella if she would expect some form of reimbursement, she goes, "Oh, I don't think we'll be needing reimbursement, as if you could see, the bar was fixed last night." But she seemed a bit perplexed about.
Please let him do this. Please.
I appreciate the understanding of that. It apparently looks better than ever, but I would still like to apologize for how I acted and what occurred from me not knowing how to stop. If I may say, the ribs were divine, but I clearly should have stopped long before I did.
you threw up.
So as she kind of looks you up and down, she goes, "Well, if you do wish to repay me, just spread the word that the ribs are the best you've ever had. And I can guarantee that next time you come in, your ribs won't be as spicy as they should have been," as she kind of turns her head back towards the window of the kitchen. And you hear a quick, slam of the window. But I can promise you.
I can definitely do.
Very well. Thank you very much. We will be sure to have another exquisite set of ribs for you, and they will be made properly next time.
I appreciate it very much.
And you hear from the back,
You're so fucked. We ever come back here, your stomach is screwed.
And let's see. And at that point, you guys are all ready to head out for the day. As you're kind of making your way out of the bar and saying your goodbyes, heading towards the balcony of the ship, or the port. Sorry.
Could I leave like the 2 gold that I won behind, just like on the counter for like the drinking and all that? Just put them there.
All right.
Just like a little smiley face note.
All right. They will. I'll say you'll leave it there when they're not around, because normally they probably would have refused to take it.
Yeah.
But
There's just like a little smiley face.
Yeah.
with like a picture of like a tankard.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of the paper is just 2 gold pieces. They'll know.
Oh, I'm sure. And as you all are making your way down to the port for the night or for the day, getting ready to continue on your journey and fulfill your quest from the king, you see a bunch of crewmates and they're loading up the ships, and you begin to notice that a lot of these people look familiar. Oh no. And as a bunch of them go, "Hey, it's the Drencher!"
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
Friends.
it's okay.
It's the Drencher! Oh, do we have the pleasure of bringing the Swift Swigger and the Drencher on one ride? Hey! The entire port starts to cheer.
For at least 3 hours.
And as you as you are loaded up onto the ship, lots of hoots and hollering and people recognizing legendary faces for one reason or another.
I'm just in the corner, like on someone's shoulder, and we're just yelling chug. No one's drinking. We're just in the corner just yelling chug.
And you are all bring your belongings that you had brought with you onto the boat and are preparing to leave, when all of a sudden, wait, comes from down the alleyway, and you see a familiar looking dwarf blasting down the main streetway as his wheelchair has
Oh my God.
rockets popping
Oh
out
my
the
God.
side
Yeah.
Oh my God.
as he is absolutely flooring it to reach you before the ship departs.
It's Perryman.
Grandpa.
I got some gear for him. Hold up. And as the boat's beginning to be like untied and the ship's starting to drift off partially towards the water, he takes the bag that he has in his hand and lobs it up onto the upper deck towards you. Make me a athletics check.
Can I-
Ooh.
All of us?
Can I if it's just Isaac,
All of you can to try to grab the bag.
Awesome.
Can I do the help? Can I do the help action and give one of them advantage?
Yeah.
Isaac looks like he needs the advantage.
Hey man, I got no negatives this time around. Okay, this is
Uh,
Percival.
The point being, Isaac's got the advantage.
It was athletics, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
remembered I have a
athletics.
disadvantage, so I should do it.
I got an
23.
unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
A
Okay.
dirty
Yeah, 'cause
20.
I rolled a 19 and I like a +1.
All right.
I got 23.
So as you reach down to pick it up, you and Swift both grab like each strap of the bag and haul it up onto the upper deck. And you have hang on here. Go to gear. Who would like a bag of holding? It is small.
Who's got? Okay, so what's everybody's speed? Like, what's everybody's movement speed look like?
I believe the fastest
25.
one is you.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 30. Everyone else has like 25.
Yeah.
Okay. So, am I the one in charge of the bag of holding then?
Why does movement speed indicate the
I don't-
charging of bag of holding? Is that for all? Are these items for all four of us, or for just me and Swifty because we caught it?
It's for all four. It's a gift to the party.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just grabbed
So you guys
it.
divide it as you want.
Can we see what else is in there?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we'll say like
Here.
I would
We have
imagine that like during the ship during part of the ship ride, we're just sitting down and like divvying up what's in there.
Disgusting, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Perryman.
You lot better come back safe. You hear? And he's like waving with his robotic arm.
We'll try.
Just
Will-
waving goodbye.
Will do, sir. 2-finger salute and a wink.
And
So we have small bag of holding.
Yep.
No, continue. Sorry.
you have a small bag of holding and a sending stone implanted into a ring.
Sending
Ooh.
stone ring.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Okay.
also a magical +1 dagger.
+1 magic dagger.
And that is it.
Sending stone in a ring and +1 dagger.
Yep.
So bag of holding, sending stone, and +1 magic dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How would you like to divide the gear?
Who here would benefit more from the fucking magic dagger? Because I won't.
I'm out. I don't need it.
I'm out on this one.
If you have training in simple weapons, I believe it does.
Oh. I still feel like Swifty wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I got simple weapons training, but I already have a pretty good weaponry that I
Yeah,
can use.
yeah, you've got something you made yourself.
So it's between Stoeg and Jocelyn.
Let me look at what I got. I could benefit from it, but no one has to use it right this second.
No.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Just shove it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I was about to say just keep the stuff in the bag, and we'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Do
Okay.
I
Do I
like
know-
just chuck the ring and the dagger in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
The
What does
dagger
sending
for
stone
sure.
send to?
Yeah, does it who do we know who it sends to, or does it just work like a communicator?
So you don't know who it sends to specifically yet, but if one of you wants to give me an arcane check,
Again,
Oh yeah, no,
I
not
can
me.
do that.
I'll take
I
a
was
crack at it
inquisitive about
too.
it, so I could do that.
I'll take a crack at it.
Natural 20 plus 2, so 22.
fuck.
Never mind.
eight-
The fuck? New phone,
Eight-
who dis? Who's this motherfucker?
18
Why don't you
total.
roll like this on our campaigns, Bam?
Because these are new die and they like me.
We're gonna get to the campaign next week, and it's still gonna be like
It's gonna be
8,
absolute
I really
dog
hope
water.
not.
I
I
really
have
hope
other
not
dies
to.
set off for Percy. These are just the Isaac set.
All right, so we got a natural 20,
18 total.
18 total, and Stoic, what did you get?
Technically an 8 with the -1 from not sleeping.
So -1 is only for strength.
Oh, for strength. Oh, then
Yeah.
a 9.
Okay.
It still ain't shit.
So the two of you, Jesselyn and Isaac, both get a sense that the magic kind of points towards the guild. Like you get a sense that the magic kind of trails off towards the guild, like a thread that you follow.
Gotcha.
So you don't know who it is in the guild, but you know it communicates with someone in the guild.
Granny? No.
We don't
Maybe
know.
this is how we are meant to communicate if we need any assistance in the marsh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could
yeah.
also just try the sending stone and see who answers.
Nah.
It's one of those fancy ring communicator thingies.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I've seen people with this before. Like
it's
they
a
talk to it and
snail
people talk
phone.
back.
mhm.
Is it the rock or the ring that does it? I don't
It's the
know,
rock.
but people talk to it. The rock?
Yes.
Cool.
Jesselyn, I would advise either me or you hold on to the bag of holding. And unless anyone else would like to take the sending stone ring, I will be more than happy to carry that with me.
I'm slightly scared to touch it because I don't want it to be that woman on the other end.
That is a
Mean lady who
completely
has a
fair-
crush on you.
Your sending stone has 36 new pending messages from
Oh god.
Rish.
Help me, the
It's
man
like a
is calling.
community payphone. It's a community payphone in the center of the guild.
My God.
You get voicemails like, "Hey, I know you haven't been returning my calls, but
So,
I know you've been busy lately, you know,
It's-
with saving the land. But you know, if you have any free time, I'm just here.
So, okay. I think Isaac would be better, at least for the time being. Isaac would probably be best to keep the ring. And for the time being, I'll hold the bag. We can we'll figure out if this is what works. And if not, we'll adjust accordingly.
Exactly.
The real challenge for this party is how the fuck to divide gear amongst yourselves.
Originally, I was just going to give the small bag of holding to the kleptomaniac Swifty, but I didn't really feel like that would go very well.
What do you mean? Give me the bag. Swifty's just making grabby hands at everything. Doesn't know what they do, but Swifty's just making grabby hands at all of them. Like, do I get one? Get something?
I give Swifty the +1 dagger.
You give Swifty the +1 dagger.
Oh, no.
Ah.
Swifty.
I got something.
You gave them the only shop object that we received.
You just see Swifty doing like little knife tricks, like spinning the knife, kind of like a Tism toy.
Fucking bitch.
I mean, honestly, Swifty looks like the best person to give it to at the moment.
Flipping it around like a switchblade.
Swifty.
Yes.
The knife talks to you.
No, not yet.
Yes, Mr. Blade.
Not yet.
I'm
Hang
joking.
on now.
I'm joking.
Do I get
You
a friend?
can-
Hello.
You can attune to this dagger if you would like. You get a sense that you can. No one else knows, because no one else thought to do a fucking arcana check on the magic dagger. But would you like to attune to it?
I would like to.
You want to attune to it?
Yes.
Is this cursed?
Yes, please. Cursed, 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 cursed. Let me
Make a
hear the
will
voices.
check.
Let me hear the voices.
Kill them. Kill your entire party.
It is. I
Let
will
me hear the
not.
voices.
I will not say. Well, as
If
you
this
would,
turns out to be
as
cursed, I'm gonna be so upset at this wheelchair dwarf because I loved him.
as you are traveling and you are
Just
kind
staring
of
at the
resting,
dagger.
staring at the dagger, trying to form some sort of magical link with it, you finally feel that connection with it. And you get a voice that enters your head and it goes, "Oh, why, hello. It's been so
Hi.
long since I've been taken out of this bag.
Hello.
Who might you be?
I'm Swifty.
Oh, what a lovely name.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name."
Yeah.
Is Swifty talking out loud? Is Swifty talking out loud while you are interacting with
I feel
this
like-
knife, or are you like communicating with your thoughts?
Are you next to
I
us?
feel-
Or are you
I
in
feel
your
like-
room?
I feel like since we have been traveling a while, I feel like Swifty's in her room but speaking aloud.
Okay. Would anyone else be in their nearby cabins?
I would be in my cabin, but I don't know if it would be nearby Swifties.
Okay.
I passed out at this point. I'm hiding in a sleeping bag.
I will say,
Pulling an Aizawa.
give me.
I feel like I'd probably be passing by like on the way towards mine, or I'd be walking by at least.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay. Those are 2 5s. So that's a 9.
Am I rolling 2, or was it just Isaac?
You can roll 2, but you also have disadvantage.
That's fine. That's fine. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who hears me talking to the funny knife?
Okay. 16.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So, as you hear this voice creep inside of your head, and you tell it your name, and it goes, "Oh, That's a lovely name. You can call me Viscal.
Oh god.
Fiscal?
Viscal.
Wait, can you repeat that? Sorry, what?
V
Yep.
I
Yep.
S
Yep.
CAL.
A-L. Okay.
And it introduces itself and it goes, I thank you so much for taking me out of that bag. It's
You're
been
welcome.
so long since I've been put into it. I can't even remember the last time I was taken out. It has to be, years. Time is very tricky to tell when you're floating around in the void.
Sounds like a really, really long time.
It was. Do you mind me asking what year it is?
What?
Oh, actually,
What
I was gonna. I don't think I told you guys what year it is.
No, you did not.
You tell her the year.
Which is?
Fuck.
It's a year.
It's
You
a
know what it
year.
is?
It's a year. It's got numbers.
Year blank. You got it.
Well, now we know they're her.
The fucking 1342. Sure.
1342. Got it.
Writing this down in my book so I don't forget it for lore purposes later.
I'm also writing it down.
I think we have it written down about 5 times.
Things 1342 is the year.
1342. My, it's been almost 30 years since I was put into that bag.
Wow. That's older than I am.
Oh, I see. Well, I think that we'll get along just nicely.
New friend?
I will always be your friend, sweetheart.
Yay! I like making friends. I have so many.
Anyway.
I also have it marked down in
will-
my notebooks who gave me the dagger, so, I'm just
Give
saying.
one sharp object to the monkey pirate.
Yes.
Wait.
Whose
Said,
inspiration for my character was
this
Sun
weapon.
Wukong.
Yeah,
You
literally.
basically gave Sun Wukong a cursed dagger.
The
Hang on.
entire epitome of human chaoticness in this game.
Hang on. There's a character that is perfect for this right now. Hang on.
Oh my god. Swifty's gonna fucking rock up to the Jade Palace and eat all the peaches.
Time to become immortal.
Time to become undeath.
And then make my home behind a waterfall with all my other monkeys.
Where's the fucking... Do you know the monkey from fucking... Pirates of the Caribbean? When he's got the fucking pistol pointed at all the other pirates?
Yes.
I do have a
Dr.
rapier
Barbosa's little
pistol.
monkey.
I do have a rapier pistol. I've got a cause, so we're gonna have so much fun together.
Oh, his
I'm
name's
gonna-
Jack.
Mm-hmm. It's Captain Barbosa's monkey. It's a caboochin, I think.
Give me just a moment while I'll do this later. I'll have to add a custom item into your inventory for this.
Yeah.
Um,
That's fine. I can already see a
then-
little bit of change, so
yeah, and then once we're done, I can let you know what the weapon does without any of the other players knowing.
yay!
Oh, joyous day.
I can't wait for the DM. Yay!
I just
The message
dropped
later.
my D100, and that was so fucking loud. I feel bad for the neighbors. That was so fucking
Eh.
loud.
Fine, I'm
All right.
sure.
But anyway, as everyone sails off into the wide ocean blue, some new threads of story being created. The the campaign will draw to a close here. Not campaign, but the session. Sorry.
Damn, that
That's
was
the
a
end of the
quick
campaign.
That's the
Congrats,
end of the
guys, we did it.
campaign.
All right, GG guys. All we know is that they were hired to study rocks in a marsh. See you all next season.
That's if we don't get canceled.
Why would we be canceled?
I don't know. That's what happens when something gets a new season.
Here's my twit longer about how Isaac vomited all over my countertop.
Oh, buddy. Oh.
It's just at the end, we still don't know how it got fixed.
Campaign Zuber, as soon as he gave Sophie a cursed pointy object, makes sense.
Also, the thing is, you guys gave the person with the lowest arcana the fucking magic dagger. I have 0 in arcana.
That's why I had to reiterate. Wait, you're giving the dagger to Swifty?
That's why I was like, you gave the one sharp object to Swifty.
Listen.
Like the bag, I could see why the bag would work.
This feels
sending
just like when dragons summoned honor in our D&D campaign. Just why would you? How did you manage to do this?
Yeah, yeah. Dragon summoned. My God.
Listen. Actions have consequences, and the group, mainly your bard, is gonna wind up learning that the hard way.
I'm starting to learn. There's a pattern going on with your partner's paladin.
I was about to say, man, what is it?
I got a friend though.
Of course.
We're gonna be the bestest of friends.
God.
Oh, the bestest of friends. And the more we do for each other, the more friendship we'll get.
The final boss is actually going to be Swifty as Sun Wukong. That is the final boss.
Do you see those peaches on that tree over there?
No, it's gonna happen.
Wait, I thought the session ended.
Yeah, it did.
It did. We're just fucking around at this
fucking
point.
around now.
Yeah.
These are after campaign notes, I guess.
After session.
Yep.
That's
session.
awesome.
Fuck. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. We're going over to Frost Scale. Those of you that are subscribed, make sure to use this little message here. Those that are not, raid 2. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed the first session of Avalir Ascending. And hopefully next time we will have some more additional shenanigans and maybe reach the Mel Meyer, depending on how things go.
The voices.
Woo.
The voices.
Hello.
We're gonna die halfway through our journey.
You don't know that.
Alright, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.
Hi, chat.
Amway.
Lee.
Good night, chat. Lee.
Lee.